Cool. Fuck, shit, piss. Cool. Got it out of my way.
Yeah, because that's what we're worried about with recording.
Yeah, 100%.
Swears.
Pierce, it's good to see you. Rocking a really nice proto Fu Manchu. Digging it. The saggiest of packages. Hello. Yep. Oh, hey, I have. It's good to see you guys. I will be right back. Sean's working, and I have to go get the door.
Okay. Pierce's beard is thicker than it's been in a little while.
I've been quite lazy.
Looking good,
but I did buy razors today.
You should let it go a little bit.
Yeah, you should.
You don't have to go like crazy. You don't have to go as long as mine, but let it go. Thicken up a little bit. Cut it out with this pretend like, oh, I didn't shave today.
I like the 5 o'clock
cut out.
I like that one.
It's like the Madman like end of the day look.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those guys is just like, I got shaved by the end of the day. That's like actually my stepdad though. Like, Gennaro literally would shave in the morning and by the afternoon would have a beard. It was fucking insane. Just some like weird Italian shit.
A very Italian.
Incredibly
Italian.
So Italian. Basically got marinara in your veins instead of blood.
Yep.
It'd be like wine in the veins, not marinara.
He did make wine.
A marinara wine mixture.
Marijuana wine sauce. Oh, Doc, help! I've got marijuana veins.
Sounds like a good problem.
Doc, I got the marijuana vein.
Fucking flawless.
I gotta stop eating meatballs. I got the marijuana in the veins.
Quick! Bring the red sauce.
More spaghetti.
Yeah, you here? Oh, hey, what's up, Duff?
Sound's finally here.
Oh, fucking finally.
Babs is probably not.
Yeah, he messaged me a couple hours ago. He's just too many issues with the computer, so he won't be joining us, which is fine.
Did we just purchase?
What?
He spilled coffee on that.
Oh.
A real Babs move.
Yeah, he really nailed it.
Yeah.
At least he had insurance on it.
You're right.
He had insurance on it.
Oh, good. Smart. Smart.
You know, normally I tell people, you know, the insurance is kind of a house scam, but for Isaac, you should double down on the insurance.
Yeah.
For sure.
You should double down on the insurance just based on the possibility of rage quitting.
Snapping it in half.
That's the most amazing thing. I just remember being like, wait, why don't you have a 3DS anymore? Because I lost in Smash and I just snapped it in half. I was like, oh. That's when I needed to take a breath.
I think it's a good thing that man is in therapy right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He seems to be doing well with all of that. So that's
this child game device. Fuck this.
Wish I had seen it.
Same here. That is one thing I wish I really would have seen.
Yep. To be a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see all of you guys. We can jump into it if you have no new or old business to get into.
Don't think so.
Good.
I could use a refresher of like not where we are because I know where we are, but I forget why.
Oh, and you know what? I never ever finished up picking my new spell.
So you didn't complete your homework. Wonderful.
No, I didn't.
Surprising.
Actually, I just
I don't think anyone did their
beyond
homework.
of where it is.
Weeks. You're 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're a fail whale.
You know what? I just have been thinking really hard on it this whole time.
Good.
And,
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
You technically
This whole-
don't have the spell picked until you need to have it. So
Yeah, exactly.
um,
This whole being under
Yeah, you really
quarantine
showed your ass,
has.
Sibo.
Yeah, well, I've been on quarantine for like 2 weeks, and it turns out you don't have a lot of free time. Being stuck in your home 24/7 a day, 7 days a
disagree.
week.
I've got so many home projects that I would love to tackle.
It's been nonstop like of home
Yeah.
projects. Though work,
I would take that in a heartbeat. I would
Yeah.
stop working
For-
and do home projects for 2 weeks. I would be so
Yeah.
excited.
A bathroom to mud and seam over here. Come on now.
no, I
Yeah,
have been
I don't wanna do
productive. It's been nice,
I
but
mean,
my work will
This is
not
not your
leave
recap,
me
by the way,
alone.
Eric. This is just us dunking on Duff. Which
I
might
get
be a
phone
good
calls
recap, by the way.
probably every half an hour from work asking for help with something. Or I'm even just like, why are you calling to tell me this?
they
I
just
don't.
miss you.
They do,
just want to
apparently.
talk to you.
No, sometimes it feels that way. Because I'm
You know,
like,
that's
this guy. Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah.
It's fine.
If
I'll
my
take
job called me, it would only be because they were literally burning down and they had no one
Yeah.
else to talk to.
Better
I
than
make
not
it-
being important to your job.
Exactly. And that's how I'm taking. I'm like, at least I
You know,
am
you
needed
will-
for this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got some job security at least.
You can use it as part of like your wanting for a raise. Be like, you couldn't live without me for 30 fucking minutes when I was on quarantine, so
That's.
I need more
I
money.
like it.
Pay me.
Pay me the money.
It's
So,
not
you
that what
guys-
we're saying isn't important. It's just that it isn't answering my question. So
You guys were given the opportunity to track down the bandits that raided Greenest and ran off with all of the loot. You were tasked by Governor Nighthill to track them to their camp and then scout out their numbers and find out any information about what their current, short-term, long-term plans are. If there are any other cities or towns that are under threat. And it's just a kind of like a simple recon, get in, ask some questions if you can safely get out, search around for documents, et cetera, et cetera. You were also given the side quest of saving Leosin Erlenthar, a monk who has been investigating the workings of the dragon cult by a very previously innocent monk of the order who was forcibly disrobed.
That's
Murder
Sexual
point.
assault shall continue.
Forcibly
him.
is not the word I would use. Persuaded.
You made your way
Yeah,
east.
that's not the word Epstein would use either, but
Yeah.
wow.
Wow. Is this going on YouTube? Because now we're all targets, so that's great.
I denounce the works and words of Alexander Ulrich.
These 5 people
Let him really.
and this 6th person who shall remain faceless.
I'm just defending the victims,
Absolutely. Alleged victims.
God.
Oh Jesus.
What does Leosin look like again?
He looked like a man. He's a half elf. He's got black hair, a very pointy nose, angular kind of features in his face. You would be able to tell what he looks like based on the description that was properly given to you.
I know.
By someone who's not me. He's got tan skin. He's got a bit of a goatee. He's got really luscious lips. He's thin. And
all right. So we're looking for the man with
short.
the luscious lips. Got it.
Yes.
They're
It's one
very.
lucky man.
They're just
Let
so
me
full
add-
of juice.
I've got my notes here. It says free the monk, Leosin, a man, tan, half elf. I am now adding luscious lips.
Luscious lips. Luscious lips.
You got a red pen to write it in?
And then, let's see, you were traveling east. You came across a group of stragglers that were eating or about to eat some rabbit. You murdered them. And then you chased after one who went on a circuitous path north and then east and then south and then west, bringing you to a rocky sort of outcropping here in the foothills where the grass part kind of tapers out and you get more into the rocky part of the foothills aforementioned, where you were able to, I believe it was Akmenos who went ahead and scouted a little bit and got a couple shots taken at him, who fled back to the group, tactically retreated back to the group. And then you all came up with a plan of utilizing magic fog to ambush the alleged ambushers. In doing so, you are in the thick of a fight. A couple people have died. At least one person has run or disappeared from the group. Some guy fell down part of the rocky outcropping, broke his arm, and then had the arm magically healed.
It was
as
a
if by
leg.
magic.
It was
It was
his
a leg.
leg. It was
Cool.
his
Just,
leg.
I wanted to make sure you're paying
Yeah.
attention. That's all.
Pay attention.
Yeah,
Point
sure.
to you.
Oh
I
yeah.
got the medical stuff. Don't worry. That part I remember.
Yes, the medical
I
term.
remember the
We did start
on-
off Peace Strong and then started to flounder. If I do recall as well, that things just
Yeah.
stopped. Everything we kept doing was just not working.
I think it was about to get a little dicey.
Yeah.
It was. I'm not going to say it was a comedy of errors and a tragedy of fools, but boy howdy, there were some banana peels lying around, and
Yeah.
that's where we're going to start up in the middle of the fight.
I think it
But
was Alex's turn.
yeah, so I don't actually have the turn order saved anymore because Roll20 just took a dump, but that's totally
It's my
okay.
turn.
Because right around the time that we will get it to your turn, boop boop, that this all happens, there's like a shearing noise that you can all hear, like within yourselves. You kind of all not necessarily start falling prone, but you get the double vision going on, and this noise is loud, just like metal on metal grating, and the world around you kind of flickers. And then when you come to, you see that your surroundings have changed a little bit.
Are we
All
in the
right.
middle of open earth? Or is that water?
It's
Or
the
is
exact
it
same.
elevated?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
elevated. It's the exact
Okay.
same like terrain. You just are now on a more well-defined map.
Is the smoke still there?
The fog is still there. I just haven't put it in on the new map here. Let's draw that smoke. Like, if I remember correctly, you were in the smoke. It was like right here. Oops.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I think Pelagius and Akamenos were in the.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
on the edge of it, but I was out of it.
Like,
Why won't you let me draw a
here-ish.
circle?
Hmm.
Couldn't tell you.
Alt for circle. That's why. Haha. Like,
is it new?
there you go.
There it is.
So I kept everyone in the same spots. Just I'm now working with Arkenforge maps. So this
Nice.
was my first attempt at making a map. It looks kind of like a 12-year-old made a map, but
It looked like the first Command and Conquer before it got remastered.
yeah. That's
You know what? That's a compliment. I'll take it.
It looks like this old game I used to play on Sega with tanks, like you were in the middle of like Vietnam or something like that.
Mhm.
You just
Mhm.
battled tanks and helicopters together.
Sounds about
I
right.
know the one you're talking about. Yeah, that one. That was a great game. I think they did a report of it onto like the PlayStation 1 or something like that.
Mhm.
Like called Apache Attack Copter or something like that.
Something, yeah, something
like
like
that.
that. Very
Mhm.
close.
It was a good game. It was a good game. You all look around. I'm actually going to need a Constitution saving throw from all of you because reality did actually like blink out for a second.
Oh, that
it was
is-
very traumatic.
So reality has changed all
That
of a
is.
sudden.
Do I have? Do I have
Sir.
one of those things where I go,
Inspiration.
aha? Nope, I don't. 4.
Okay.
12.
Hold on. You said it was Constitution?
Yeah, Constitution. Anything over a 10, you guys have saved and are dazed, and you're going to be at a disadvantage on your next action. Anything over 15, you've been able to kind of steel yourself to the warpings of reality. Anything under a 10, you are vomiting horrifically from not being able to process. All of a sudden, just reality, like the fabric of reality was torn apart and then like woven back together. And you being part of reality kind of felt that.
So it's a check, not a save, right?
No, it was a saving throw. It was a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, cool. I got a 24 then.
20.
Cool. You being a master of sorcery and reweaving the fabric. You're like, fuck, this is just like Tuesday breakfast for me.
Exactly.
And what do I get for a natural 20?
Oh.
You get to naturally know what happened.
Sweet. That
That
and an excellent next bowel movement.
Fiber.
You were able to remember more of the unconscious period that was flittering in and out of everyone's awareness as reality was being torn, and you remember seeing glowing red eyes, multiple pairs of them, and you could kind of feel like claws were being ripped through you.
I keep this information to myself.
Also, it sounds like you had the worst experience.
It's something I would rather
Yeah.
forget.
Yep, that is. You might have nightmares about that. Cool. And so that brings us to the top of the round, which would be, well, not top of the round, but the beginning of the order, which would be Al, your turn.
So apparently, I'm just on the ground, vomiting profusely. So between heaves, all you guys hear is, "Oh fuck! What the?" Like a little bit of fires kind of coming out with the vomit, so it's like scorching the vomit, and it smells really prime.
Rank.
So
Yeah,
I'm trying to like now, get my bearings and stop vomiting. Let me look at my sheet really quick and think. Okay, so while trying to stop vomiting, I grab my ass and lay on hands myself because I'm really low on health anyway. So I slap my own ass while vomiting and lay on hands myself for 5 health.
Cool.
Does that stop me from vomiting? I don't know, but it's what I'm doing.
You have the magical healing and the own inspiration of laying hands upon yourself have done the job.
Boy, did I lay hands on myself.
You did. You still have the memory of that whole very strange experience, but you're no longer incapacitated from it.
Okay.
This is good.
Can I move
Gone
it all?
way worse.
Yes, you are prone at the moment, so you can you need to take half your movement to stand up, and then you can move the rest of your movement.
Okay, I'm basically just gonna like retreat back a little bit. I think that was one done. And then the first diagonal is 5 feet, right? So
yeah, so it goes 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10.
Yep. So I'm gonna do that.
Cool. The other guys did not fare as well as you guys did. They all failed their con saves. And Emily, it is your turn.
Okay.
They're
so
they're
there's
all
one,
prone at the moment.
Remember, Emily, you are
4, 5.
blessed.
Yes, I have that written down. So there's
Okay.
5 enemies, right? I counted 5.
Yes. Whoops. There is 1, 2, 3, 4,
Because that one,
5.
there's one there. Okay, I just couldn't tell if that one was a
Uh,
person or not.
Wait,
This one's the
there's
broken
there's
six,
one.
six.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
There's
there's
6
6.
guys.
Oh yeah, he's
Mhm.
marked
Is that
with
the
something.
big blind dude,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
There's a guy back here with a heavy crossbow.
We really need
Which
to
guy
like
is the heavy crossbow? Is it this guy?
The guy in the
Yeah.
far back. Yeah.
Okay.
really
and
focus.
then you
He
got
sucks
some
though.
couple
He's really
purple robe
bad with
guys
it.
and yeah, it turns out he just can't hit shit.
Can't hit shit. Can't hit shit.
Okay, well let's
Can't hit
try
shit.
to hit him with Eldritch Blast to take out the crossbow man, even though he's not hitting anybody.
Sure.
Just in case he feels like getting better aim.
If I get caught by the side, cause sound fucking trash bow. Why you gotta bite that way? I know that if my gnome gets even clipped by it, I'm out of here. Like my body's just see.
Yeah. It do some damage.
Yeah, all right. So 25.
And it make a nice little like thwang
25 hits.
noise.
25 hits, and I roll a d10. This is my 10, right? And then.
Hey, are you laying
uh,
away my die? No.
9 damage.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you hit him squarely. Oh, by the way, yeah, you hit him squarely in the chest, and it like melts away part of his splint armor that he has. He looks like that hurt pretty badly. He's not having a good day.
Now he's a large individual, right? Or is that? I took it as he like was holding like a big heavy crossbow.
So a heavy crossbow isn't so much like one
I
of these
know
guys. It's a heavy crossbow. It's a two-handed thing. It just has more
Yeah.
tensile strength behind it, so it does more damage. It does require massive strength
Okay.
in order to reload it. But he's got one of those like after he fires, he basically drops it down and then drops a heavy bolt in, quill bolt in, and then just does one of these movements with the things to prime it. It takes him pretty much his full turn to do that. He's just a regular looking human dude, other than the
Okay.
fact that he looks badass.
Okay.
Cool.
He
I'm
does
just
look
gonna
badass.
hang out there.
Cool. Yep, Sibo.
Right. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
25, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Man, all right. Still within range.
I still can't figure out how to do the fucking like range counter thing.
Yeah.
Can somebody tell
someone
me like
explain to me real
what's
quick?
wrong
Yeah,
with? There's supposed to be the
Why is-
range counter. It doesn't work, as far as I can tell.
This map doesn't have it turned on. The next map will.
Oh no, that thing. Yeah, Emily
This
just did.
thing.
That was
It's
not me.
it's the ruler tool. You have to that top left menu. You have to go down. Make sure you click on it. You have to click on the
Okay.
fourth thing down. It's the
I see
ruler
it.
tool.
Advanced.
And then you.
Wait, the fourth thing down. Ruler
no
tool.
snapping.
It says snap to center, snap to corner.
Oh. Okay.
So you just.
I don't know.
But is
These
it
aren't
accurate,
too
Brennan?
these aren't accurate though. They're not accurate, so don't.
Yeah,
bother.
it's not
on the map.
it's
Yeah,
5 feet.
yeah, you have to
This-
count.
Okay.
So,
Next
but we're
map
still
we
counting
go
it just
to-
5-man bricks, right?
What?
Or 5-foot bricks.
Yeah, those
squares.
are 5 foot
Eight
bricks.
Okay. 5
Mhm.
foot bricks. We're just gonna go with that for now. Okay, so well, I do find that guy to be a threat. I have 1 slot left. So we're gonna chromatic orb him. And you know what? You said his stuff was kind of what was it? The Eldritch Blast. What is that? Lightning or acid?
It is
M. What is it?
What?
I caught you on your phone. Not cool.
Not
Oh no!
Put your fucking phone down,
cool.
bitch.
Oh no!
Eldritch Blast. What is it? What kind
Are
of
you?
damage is
Have
it?
you been looking at us the whole
I
time?
was staring at Sofaloaf. I'm sorry.
I was picking my nose.
Oh,
Upset
she's
I was
looking after
staring
your
at my
child.
sleeping, not moving daughter.
Can't help it.
Force damage. It's not elemental. It's force damage.
Wait, Eldritch
Force.
Blast? Wait, were you
Mhm.
asking what Eldritch Blast was?
Yeah.
Force
was-
damage.
Okay, because you said it kind of
1d4.
like it melted his deal. His what kind of armor you said it was? A splint.
armor.
The hell is that
Mhm.
made out of?
It's made out of splints.
Of wood.
Metal splints.
Nice.
Metal splints.
Nice.
It's basically a step between chain, or it's just a step between scale
Okay,
and.
because I was thinking of like a splint of when you've broken your arm, and so he
Let
just
me-
had a lot of just
Broken arms.
broken
Let me
arm
ping,
armor.
image into.
Okay.
Um,
Let's see here.
Nobody played Diablo here. Any
Oh.
D2 fans?
Oh,
Fuck
there was
yeah,
a lot of
dude.
Diablo played here.
Oh my God. It's like-
Diablo 3 launch night, guys. Come on, best ever.
Yeah, we can forget that.
Launch
just
week.
follow the link in the Vault of the
God, those
Sages.
servers
for
I
didn't
think
pictures
I
of what
finally
Splint
got
looks
in to
like.
create my character at like 4:30 in the morning.
Well, Berserkers was split mail.
Oh, well,
If you
also-
played D2.
Oh, okay. So
True.
Splint. Okay, I see that. Okay.
Never
Hey,
played a lot of
Trash,
D2.
are you
Oh,
sitting on one of the keys? I need you to move, please. I love you.
But he was just so cute just sitting there.
I know, but
he
all of a
was
sudden
super
I looked
cute.
at the bottom and there's, well, that. So
Well put.
Never not funny.
okay, so the reason why I'm trying to pick a type of damage. So, I feel like lightning damage would be good for that because it's metal.
Sure.
Is that logical? All right,
Make it
so I'm
crispy.
like I want him to get
Crispy.
like nice and
Extra
cooked up.
crispy.
Yeah,
Words
so
right out
I
of my mouth.
will roll to hit,
Kick his ass, CB.
and I will use the inspiration I earned last turn to re-roll.
Good. Good.
Nice.
And so a 2.
That was your reroll?
That was my re-roll. Yeah.
Oh no.
What? How do
Yeah.
you even get
How's that
two?
possible?
That doesn't seem possible.
Am I doing it right? I
You're
can't.
not. You're
so
not
long.
adding your proficiency, probably.
No.
Yeah.
Did you roll a d20 then add your
suppose-
proficiency?
Yes.
I forgot
You
about
had
my.
plus-
No.
you had
I rolled a
plus
d20
two
and
roll.
forgot to add my proficiency.
So
So,
4.
No,
so,
plus 5.
I get +5. I want to stick with my original roll then. If I could do that and like take my
Yeah, sure.
inspiration back.
So,
So
the
I rolled.
inspiration is you don't
that's
have
right.
to use whatever it is you roll on the inspiration. You can
Yeah.
just re-roll and be like,
I
well,
forgot
fuck, I'll
about
pick
the
higher
hit DC proficiency. So that would have been. I still roll a 10.
one. Cool.
Better than a 2.
Better than a 2.
Yeah, well, the two plus the 5 would have been 7. So we increased slightly.
You lob a softball-sized orb of lightning at this fella over here, and it putters towards him, and it impacts on his chest, and it courses through him, and he is completely grounded, and he takes no damage.
Oh man, I like it. I like it. Should have gone with fire.
It wasn't the elemental choice. It was the
I know.
10.
I know,
Okay. Yeah.
but
It was the garbage roll, is what it was.
it was me going. I got him, guys.
It was a little weak throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So having watched you lob this elemental thing at him, and
Oh.
not taking any damage, he remembers the person who did do some damage at him with an Eldritch Blast, and so he is going to aim at you, Leah, with his heavy crossbow, and
That was my
12
last
to hit.
slot. Damn it.
My armor class is 13.
He
Ha ha.
right when he's about to take the shot, he coughs a little bit from all of the concussive damage in his lungs,
He's got
and
the
it
COVID.
misses. Yep, he's got COVID. Cool.
Corona blast from now on.
Pelagius, ladies and gentlemen, it's your
Oh,
turn.
hell. So I figure it's about time that somebody did something, and I'm going to do my best to assure that that happens. So I'm going to look at you guessed it, my first fan, my best fan, my only fan, quickly becoming my best friend, Brashear. You all know him, you all love him. I'm gonna I don't know, what do I imagine Bashir's in the mood for now? I
Well,
think
he's just vomited a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Like, you know,
I don't know
at a
what that means
massage
to you,
parlor,
but
like
most
when
of
you're at a
his,
massage
most of everything
parlor,
he
the-
just did recently was vomit and slap his own ass. So
Yeah, you definitely need to get him a massage parlor.
puke and
like
rally,
background
dude.
music.
You can really.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna like do this move where I tap the top of the neck of my lute, which is like strapped around, and it's gonna do the spin around my back, and I hold my hands perfectly in position, and I'm like yelling to Bashir, "Sing it with me," and I start. Well, I'm gonna do the first part. You do the second. And I start playing my acoustic version of Limp Bizkit's "Rollin." And I'm like, I get to the part. I'm like, keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. I don't actually
What?
know.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
That's it. You got
Keep
it.
rolling, 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 rolling. Let's
It's like
go.
Little lyrics real
pulling
quick.
himself up by his own ass in like a move that should be physically impossible. And you consider yourself inspired, my friend. You're welcome.
I am incredibly inspired, let me tell you.
It just reminded me of the scene from Tropic Thunder where Jack Black is running around holding his ass going, my ass!
I also do not remember what inspiration does, apparently. I'm sitting here going, wait, what does that mean again? What do I get to do? I get to re-roll,
We
I
re-roll
think?
certain thing. something.
No, you have a 1d6 now that you can add to any roll.
Okay.
For the next minute.
For
You
the
get to
next
use it
minute?
once.
10 minutes.
Next 10
10
minutes.
minutes. You have it for 10 minutes. You can only use it once.
So,
Okay.
Nice.
so I was blessed. I could have used that on the chromatic
Yes.
orb theoretically. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, the bless, because you can keep the bless. I don't think you can just use it for like a
'Cause
minute.
Yeah, I was
Weird.
gonna say is bless.
It doesn't
one
run
time
out.
only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me double check that,
Okay.
but it's you bless 3 creatures whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw.
Fuck.
They can roll a d4 and add that. Yeah, period. So it's only for a minute though, so 10 rounds or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that's what that
Right.
blue thing was. I thought it was for just saving rolls for some reason. And not
Hashtag bless,
attacking.
bro.
Hashtag blessed.
Pal, anything else you'd like to do with your magnificent turn?
No, I forgot that is a bonus action, so I suppose I could try to get in a little vicious mockery. And while
Such a
he's
blind
doing,
man.
yeah, exactly. How
That's even
far?
better.
What is it's 60 feet. The guy at the back is just out of range. So I guess, I don't know, insert your blind joke here. I just feel like mean and I can't think of one right now, but it's definitely got to do with his eyesight and the fact that he can't see.
Well,
Very
he
ableist of you.
dropped his bolt, right? So it could be like
No,
I see you have a big bolt, but you don't know how to handle it.
that'll have to do. I say something like that, except more
I
clever.
see,
Thank you so much.
but
I
you
would
can't.
say you could just start singing the opening lines to CCR's Have You Ever Seen the Rain?
Sure, I'm doing in your
He
mind.
could
I
do
went
that.
with in your guys' individual minds. I went with your option because I thought it was best.
Nice. Perfect.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
Gotta get 14 or
Oh,
more.
that's hot.
Are you compensating with that big crossbow?
He fails. Yep, he fails hard. He fails so fucking hard.
Is he dead yet then?
I don't know. How much damage does he do?
It's 1d4 that I'm gonna roll now. Does a big ol' 3.
Does a big ol' 3.
And then he's got disadvantage on his next turn if he survives these barbs.
He is at disadvantage, or he has
He's
it?
already blind, so he's definitely at disadvantage. But like he kind of just like sits down. Well, he's kind of he just sits there and like rocks back and forth because he is blind. That mockery cut him to the core about the fact he's never gonna see again. He starts wailing about
Oh, the
how
blind
he's
guy.
gonna miss the beautiful sunsets that he experienced when he was a kid. It's not good. Yep.
But he's still alive.
Yeah, you're talking about the guy who's directly in front of you, right?
Yeah, the guy, yep.
With the red dot on him, the guy who's blind.
Yep, yes, sir.
Yep. He's still alive. Just
Not doing so great mentally.
distraught. Yeah. Akamenos, speaking of not so right mentally, it's your turn.
Let's see if we can put him out of his misery. Okay, my crossbow is ready and equipped, so I'm gonna move 5. I sort of poke my head out of the fog. You can just see like the top head of me
Sure.
looking over there. 10, 15, 20, 25, and then this is. So I've never fired a ranged weapon in D&D.
Okay.
What's the
Um,
what's the 120 in parentheses next to the range?
So that's the normal range and then the maximum range. The first number is the range that you have without incurring a penalty. Anything between the first number and the maximum range, which for this is 120, means you can do it, but you would be at disadvantage.
Okay, and then I still add the hit dice after I roll my d20.
Yes, you would
Even though it's
use
not like
dexterity for this.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to I like slam into, if this is a rock right here, and I like steady up and I raise it. I'm gonna fire at the blind guy.
Cool. You are at an advantage because he is blind.
Okay.
We just
I don't
gotta
remember
kill
the
the blind
advantage.
man.
And sitting down
You get to roll
dejectedly.
2 and you take the highest roll.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a
That
7.
poor blind
That's a
man.
23, so probably gonna be that. 23.
23 hits.
Yeah, and then so d6 for the crossbow. 9.
Yeah. You get him right in the eye.
And I say pew 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 pew.
That's fucked up. He's blind, and then you fucking shoot him in the eye.
That's the joke. That's the pun. That's what I was looking for, Ace. Very good.
And I salute, and then I use my cunning action to dash back into the fog.
Yep.
Yeah,
And safe. I think that was the first blood of the night. And then brings us back to where are you?
I want to be like right here.
I totally feel like there were more enemies before we left.
Well, I think
Last
a couple
time.
ran away.
One ran away. Yeah.
One ran off.
from
It's the exact
Ace
same number of
Tower.
enemies that were there before.
Okay.
I mean, there were
Mhm.
more when we like first started, and then
Yeah.
I think we killed someone. Maybe last time.
Yeah, there have been a couple of them that were killed, like 2 of
Yeah.
them so far. I think that was the third one that was killed. All of a sudden, the this guy right here starts to glow.
Hmm.
Bashir,
that.
it's your turn.
So Basher's.
It's just like a shimmering haze over him, like
Okay.
a glowing little.
So Bashir
thing.
at this point is very hyped up. He's had a fucking insane 12 seconds. He had his god channel power through him for the first time ever. He was then ripped to another reality. He then started vomiting profusely everywhere and then literally picked himself up by his own ass. And then now he's super fucking hyped. And he's just the most hyped maybe he's ever been. Let me do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that'll work. So he's just gonna fucking run in there while screaming, "I fucking love you, pal," and gets to hear and goes for he sees this guy shining and is just like, "I'm gonna fucking murder this guy." And he sprints his entire amount he can sprint according to the game rules, and does a like overhead chop down, and in doing so feels another surge from his god, and uses his where is it? Where's spells? There's spells. No, it's not spells. It's where are my rules for my little divine attack thing? Why am I not finding them anywhere?
Would it be features and traits?
Yeah, maybe it's features.
Yep.
That's a good call. I'm not seeing it. I can like infuse an attack with holy energy, and I'm not seeing it. I think I can do that at this level.
Divine Smite,
Yeah,
it's underneath spellcasting. When you hit with
it's underneath
melee
spellcasting?
attack on features and traits, you can either go to
features
all
and
or go to
traits.
class features, and then down there
Oh,
at the
there it
very
is.
bottom.
Yeah. Yep. So divine, and so he, all hyped up, runs in there, feels the surge from his god, goes to divine smite the fuck out of this guy. So, yeah, I'm going to
So
roll
first-
a dice now, right?
Yes. First thing I need you to do is I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Luckily, I'm pretty
Well,
wise.
You came at a glowing man, so I don't know.
Surprisingly, Bashir is actually quite wise. Not particularly intelligent, but quite
Not smart.
wise.
Nice.
That's a
It is a
21.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. You are wise.
Incredibly wise.
Now you can go
Uh,
ahead, roll your attack,
Okay.
and then if it hits, then you can roll the normal damage plus your smite damage.
Okay. Plus hit is +6, apparently. Am I reading that right? I get a +6 to my roll? does
Plus
that
6 to hit,
feel-
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
It's your
strength,
strength
and then
plus-
my...
Proficiency.
And then I get another thing, which I'm going to use now, because that wasn't the best.
Yeah.
13.
13.
Listen,
Good news and shoes. This guy is not well armored. It hits.
Nice. Fucking thank
Mhm.
God. I
Right.
wanted it so bad. All right, so now I roll my glaive damage.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my 10? That's a fucking 9 plus 4, so there's 13. I'm gonna fucking overkill the shit out of this guy. And then Divine Smite is what? At second level, extra damage is 2d8. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow. Fine. Wow.
Oh, you're gonna kill this
I
motherfucker.
use this more often.
It takes a spell slot.
Wow.
So yeah, 18 damage.
Like, God damn it, I had so
Brandon
many
thinking about how to
plans.
describe this is enjoyable.
You like you said, you came down in with the glaive to do the damage, and you actually like properly slice right down into like his chest area. It doesn't crack any bones or anything. It just like slices through the skin and a little bit of the flesh underneath. And then as you stop, right as like you're continuing through, right when you get to his heart, all of a sudden this huge like whoomp of radiant energy emanates from the edge of your glaive and just explodes into the cavity that was opened up there. And then from the inside, you can see him start to dissolve into motes of pretty much just ash that dissipate into the wind as the radiant damage just melts him from the inside.
You utterly destroyed his being.
rolling.
No, he's not here right now, actually.
Yeah, oh yeah, good point.
Oh, that should
we
have
haven't-
saved
we
it
haven't
for
discussed that
Rollin. Oh,
Wait,
you're
wait.
right. Oh, speaking of Rollin,
Rollin.
where is he gone?
This guy right here kind of like looks at you, looks at what just happened, is like, ah, fuck. And is going to make a very similar hand motion that you've seen many times before, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You can use your bardic inspiration on a saving throw, by the way.
I used it on that attack.
Oh, I didn't
because
realize.
I rolled bad attack numbers. I really wanted to hit.
Yep. And it hit.
Yeah, 13. Right? Because I add my dexterity plus 13.
Yep. Yep. You succeed. So, knowing kind of the hand motion for the sacred flame, you take a quick sidestep, and it misses, and he like goes, "Oh shit," and starts to back up.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Why is there
So,
blue
like,
blood
right
on
here.
me?
Because you're enhanced.
You're blessed.
Blessed.
Oh, okay.
That was a reminder that you were blessed.
Gotcha.
You'll want to get that checked out.
Roland was also blessed, but hey,
yeah.
Bashir is clean, all right? Bashir gets tested quarterly.
He gets blasted quarterly.
That's right.
Every time he comes back from a new city.
He has the priest check him out and make sure he's not, spreading
Quarantined
syphilis.
for 2 weeks, for a fortnight.
That's right.
This guy's gonna run in, try to make an attack with you with his scimitar.
I get an
14
attack of
doesn't-
opportunity on him, though, I think.
Yes,
Because he came into my range.
He moved through your range to get you, but yeah.
Okay.
Because you can enter threatened range. It's when you move through. It's because you have a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, exactly. 13.
13 hits.
So I'm just going to roll sub-10s all day, apparently.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
I don't know why I'm, struggling to, remember what to do right now, but...
We haven't played in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It hasn't been that long.
5-9.
Yep, he moves in to take an attack at you, but you are still, primed and pumped, and you go... and get him, right up into the throat area, and he dies.
Rolling.
Well done. Awesome. Guys, I will be right back. Sorry to just disappear for a second. I'll BRB.
Okay.
Cool.
Continue without me if, Sibo's hiding in it he's in the fog for a minute or two.
This guy up here, also still standing back, is going to try to do another... you need another dexterity saving throw there, Al.
Jesus.
Grab the aggro.
Yeah, and my rolls are just continuing to be fucking bullshit. That's a 7.
You do not succeed the dexterity saving throw,
I sure
as
fucking don't.
flaming, blinding, radiant damage comes down on you, and you take 3 points of radiant damage. Leah, you are up.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm not like close enough to any of them.
That fucking crossbow guy is still fucking alive.
I know.
He's so far away though.
Dude, her fucking Eldritch Blast has 120 foot range. Like, she can shoot that thing fucking across any map we've played on so far.
I know, but it's like kind of
It's
sad to just
insane.
keep using the same spell over and over.
Yeah, I get that.
You're a level 2 magic dealer, and if I know anything in any video game ever, it's that you got to spam magic missile for like.
Yeah. It's gonna get
5,
much
10
more
levels.
interesting later, but
Yeah, I'm just like not really close.
Eldritch Blast is the bread and butter for a warlock.
Well, it makes me feel mildly better.
there's a cat. There's a cat. There's a cat.
Oh God!
Do you think he knows?
Sibo changed so much.
That was fucking great.
Oh, you're so much better as a cat.
So what spell did you pick, Cat?
Let me guess. Chromatic Orb?
I think he chose animal transform. Whatever.
Oh
that one
yeah.
is. Animal form, animal shape.
Oh, it's a
Another
cat.
cat.
Here's a
Cat.
cat.
Oh my God!
Try to
How
roll
did you
cat.
get his cat to you in New York? So
Whoa.
Ta-da!
Whoa, wait. Are
Magic.
you guys actually roommates?
That's crazy, dude.
You guys have
This
been
whole
lying to
time.
us this whole time?
All right. Well,
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna be
thought
lame
that you
and
were
just
saying
Eldritch Blast him.
the cat is my roommate. I was like, well, I
No.
guess. Yeah. I like did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my roommate now.
Yeah.
Live together. Very good. Okay, Eldritch Blast. Go ahead, do it up.
All right, shooting for the crossbow man. Let's see if I can melt him some more. I forgot I have the D4. The D4 is on this attack roll, right?
Yes.
That's what I have written down. Okay. 9.
What?
9.
9 does not hit.
Cool.
9 is 9.
Not
Not
when you're
bad.
up
Not
and
bad.
so into it.
It's
You
just
kind
German.
Does blessed term help
I
at
like
all?
that.
you again, and it fizzles even before it even gets
More
to
like
'em.
9.
Because I wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it.
Does blessed help at all? Did you add? I don't know. I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
remember
did you
what
use your
that
blessed?
does.
She
Sure
did.
did.
You got a
Sure
1d4 to like all the fun stuff, basically.
I
Mm.
added
Yeah.
that.
I think
She
not
did.
damage. I think it's just attacks and saving
It's just the
throws.
attack.
Your shit right there or peeing right there.
Oh my god! Duffy, no!
Poop it all over the place.
Oh,
Walking
no!
all over it. It's getting mashed into
Oh,
the carpet.
no!
Oh, I'm gonna eat this real quick.
Oh, he's eating it.
Discard the evidence.
Oh no, I think
Oh
he's
no!
eating it.
No!
They
Dog, no!
Oh.
What's the dog's name? No! Stop eating your
Can't do
poop!
I think it's eating it. I
terrible,
think
but
it's
I-
just sticking on it.
I can't stop watching. I
I
can't
know.
look away.
Crazy.
Oh.
I can't wait to
If
see
we
his
didn't
face
say-
when he comes back into the room.
Yeah, he might not realize if we don't say anything. He might. He might.
I-
do.
100% realize.
I'm
Smell
gonna
it as soon as
text
he comes
him.
in.
I'm gonna text
No.
him. Your dog is shitting on camera
And also eating it. And also
He's
eating it.
eating on
Or at
camera
least
now.
and
looking at it.
eating it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
The cat was so
Aw.
cute.
The cat.
This
peed, you
is
said?
this is a different
The
thing.
cat was so cute.
Oh.
The cat was trying to get watches, so it to the dog like, yeah, you know
It
what would
only
be
ate two
funny?
of the
You know
turds.
what would get us subscribed?
Oh.
Ate
What
almost
are
all
the
the
fucking
evidence.
odds?
It was pretty funny. It looks like a dry poop, you know? Doesn't look that wet.
Yeah,
I
it looks like an
mean-
easy cleanup.
That is some thick carpet, though.
I mean, the dog ate 2 out of the 3, so he helped with the cleanup.
Yeah.
He's like,
steps
oh,
forward,
my
one
bad,
step
my
back.
bad. I'll help out here. I made this mess. I can't do
Yeah.
anymore. I'm sorry. I'm full. I'm just gonna
Isn't-
recycle this into more poop later.
Dog
That's something else.
is definitely man's best friend because it will feel so bad about shitting on the carpet that it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
I know, I'm sorry, I'll try my best, I'll help out a little bit.
This-
Like,
Let me just clean some of this up. I can't stomach all of it, but I can take some of it.
like
it's-
I like y'all, but like if I accidentally like shit on your floor a little bit, like I'm not
You're not gonna
eating
like
it.
eat it.
that's good.
Why
to know.
are you saying that
Expectations.
out loud? Why, why are you even putting that thought into any of our heads?
Some people do it.
Why are you like, this is man's best friend, and then you're like, yeah, I'm like man's best friend also.
No, I'm
Except for
saying I'm
this
not. I'm
one
not even
thing, I'm
close.
not like man's best friend. Unprompted.
Like, have you been paying attention, Pierce? Do you know my sense of humor?
That was pretty prompted.
What the fuck?
I can't believe that. What did he go and do, even?
I think he
we
said
don't
he's
know.
gonna go get a beer, but
I don't
No.
think that's what he said.
No,
No, I
that's
don't
not
think
what he
he said
said.
that,
But
He said go
No.
do
We gotta go
okay,
do something real
so
fast.
Duffy's not back, and Sibo goes, I have to poop. And, disappears into the fog, and he loses his turn. Crossbow Boy is up, and he's gonna attempt to take an attack at Leah over here. I'm sorry, we're gonna keep it moving over here.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Please
I
do.
just don't want the attack. I'm just like after the
Yeah,
face of the attack.
He's got a new threat, and that's
I-
Bashir, who's right in front of him, because you failed to kill him last time. Bashir did some fucking stuff. So Bashir, you're gonna potentially get a crossbow bolt to the chest, and
20.
he.
Wait,
Thank
what?
God it's
Is it
not
not my
magic.
turn?
No, it is definitely specifically not your turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
I thought
the
Sibo-
enemy's. It's enemy's turn. It's
Crossbow.
crossbow boy. You're not
Oh, no,
crossbow
wait.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant. Alright.
Yeah, though you
16
did.
to
You did
hit.
crossbow. Of course not. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
You have
juggernaut.
17, right?
18.
Uh,
My armor class
18?
is 18.
That's right. Yep. So
Magic hurts.
It connects and it doesn't. You just shrug it off.
You think I give a
Pelagius.
fuck?
You are up.
Okay, I wonder if you would allow this. Like, I want to, like, going off of the energy of Bashir's, like, murking those two guys, cutting one in half and then throating the other one. Throating seems like the wrong verb.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Finally, the moment we've all waited for.
You didn't
Gotta
text me
get the
back.
nature's miracle out.
Throw it in the other guy. Yep. Go ahead.
he
Sorry.
throats this dude, and he like I think Pelagius is terrified, but being a showman, he's like, I gotta capitalize on this moment, and he like puts on his most terrifying grimace, like that curly like Grinch stole Christmas like grimace, and like continues to play it, and he's like rolling, like just trying to continue with the energy, and he's gonna. Can I use that as my vicious mockery, like that sort of
Sure.
scenario?
Yeah.
So-
vicious mockery
Since we've just been
needs to
chanting,
be-
rolling, rolling, rolling for the last 12 seconds.
Oh yeah, that is definitely some vicious mockery right there.
Okay, I have to get within range, so think. Oops.
See,
I
not
need
much has
to
changed.
get-
A guy who's directly in front of you is 70 feet away.
Not much has changed because we were distracted by your dog pooping.
And then eating
Oh
it.
man, we got like a real front row to your dog taking a
Yeah.
shit.
You
we were
need to
like,
clip that.
we were
Put
like,
that on
wait.
Oh, it's already been collected because it's the stakes. You know what?
That was
Like,
amazing.
I don't know if you can see it. Like, you can't see it from here. We purchased a very nice tall baby gate with a cat door in it because for some reason she likes to shit in this room. I left it open, and
And she
Well,
immediately took
she
advantage.
immediately
She was
came
like,
in
I'm
here.
going to show you.
and
You
of course,
fucked up,
I text my
motherfucker.
wife. I'm like, you need to go stop her right now because I just got your text while I was in the middle of something. I was dying laughing.
You need to see. I can't wait for you to see the YouTube video.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh my
That's
god,
perfect.
it's so good.
I'm sorry, Pell. How many
Yeah.
poops did you pick up?
It was just one big log. I think. She
Oh
might have
no!
Oh yeah, she ate 2.5 of those.
Oh.
finished. Yeah, there's one wheat chunk and then a big log. So,
Oh
now I
my
need,
No,
hey
god!
babe, can you get the spray?
No puppy kisses tonight.
No, she's. Oh, and Kayla was laughing because she said Banjo and whatever was licking her chops out there. So,
Oh nice.
yeah, no. glad
Shower.
I purchased that nice baby gate just to leave it open with
With
it on camera.
Yeah.
I
It
can't
was
believe
immediate, too. Well, not
Yeah.
immediate, but it's pretty funny that you left it open and she sees that opportunity.
Within like a minute,
just- you
right?
won't-
Like it was
yeah.
quick.
It's like, I mean, it's a fancy one. It's got a cat gate, and we bought it because for some reason this room has some magical energy where she likes to shit, and she'll shit outside. Here, this room lets it go.
Special, yeah.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
It's a pooping room.
it is a pooping room.
Anyway,
All right, Pal,
Sorry,
tell us
Pal.
about your
Okay, pal.
your walk
Whatever
out from
your-
the darkness here.
He's got to make a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Yep, he does. Yep, he does.
Wait, crossbow man or a different man?
I rolled an 18.
He makes it. I'm still smiling though. I'm still committed.
Still rolling.
Bashir's also still rolling. Like
Mm-hmm. Everyone's rolling except for them. Akamenos, you're up.
alrighty. I will do what I was intending to do a while ago. So 5, right?
Each square is 5, yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I kind of just make this like, it's a hand crossbow, right? So
Mhm.
I'm just booking and I like slide to a stop. I lift it up and I fire at this guy right here. And I go, pew, 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 pew.
I'm sorry, which guy? Can you ping again for me real quick? Okay, cool.
Nice,
Do you-
yeah.
I know. Stinks.
And it's an 8.
Shit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Shit, y'all.
Bashir just kind of leans over and goes, "Nice."
What's the
The guy wearing purple robes and purple and black robes, made of cloth, doesn't hit.
all right.
Disinfectant.
I use cutting action again. 'Cause that's
It's your
and I
favorite
go,
action.
yeah, I dash back to, I guess, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can go all the way back into the fog. Hang out with, who is this?
Sibo.
Sibo,
Yeah,
taking
Sibo,
it.
you're
Sibo.
taking it.
Oh,
You're
we
taking a
decided you're pooping in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just went all the way back to the fog and I bump into Sibo.
You're stepping very close. I mean,
Bumps into Sibo, trout, adventure shorts around his knees.
how does Debo feel about like feeling the gush of wind around so he knows someone's standing nearby him? What does he do?
You know what though? The cloud is protecting, so it's just
He's
part of
he's
the
in
experience now.
shrimp form right now.
Ace, I'm shy.
I'm a nervous pooper.
Bashir, you're up.
Damn, this fucking these turns
We
go
just can't
quick when you
kill.
have 5. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So while of course still saying rolling, he just continues to roll. Yeah. So
Okay.
he's getting real mad about all these guys doing fucking sign language at him. He's not really into that. So he's like I said, not very intelligent. He's gonna attack this guy with a normal old glaive attack.
Just a normal glaive.
What the fuck? All right, that doesn't hit.
What?
I rolled a 2. It's an 8.
8 does not hit. Yep.
I'm rolling like shit tonight, boys.
He looks at you, looks at his position, moves his hands in a way, and you can kind of see the wounds that have been on him close up as he backs up behind the crossbow boy. That's his turn. The other guy, on the other hand, looks at the crossbow boy and does the same motion and heals him.
Wait, they're healing crossbow man?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
For yeah. Looks like he's all healed up. All of his wounds have healed. His armor is still damaged, and you can see the space behind him. And he also takes a step back. And it is now Leah's turn.
Motherfuckers. Okay. 16.
So
Okay, well, I'm gonna. Move like here. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna keep just aiming at crossbow man. Maybe I'll hit him with my Eldritch Blast. We'll give it
Pew.
another whirl.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew. 11?
11 does not hit.
Cool.
that's with the blessing.
Yup.
Damn.
I'm not really winning at my rolls today.
I do fucking. I
The
know
longest fight of all time.
Seriously.
I mean, I guess I
just, like,
murked 2
can't-
dudes in a row, but it's still like
Yeah,
rolling
but,
trash
like, I
numbers.
can't even hit anybody. I'm just like slipping on some fucking mud, man. Like.
Alright.
Okay.
Sibo's turn.
Sibo's turn.
All right, Sibo, now being a lighter fellow and feeling quite relieved, sprints out of the fog of justice this year. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and that's about as far as he can go. And no, I have a sling. 3120. So I guess the best I can do is use my sling to try and hit crossbow man.
Okay. You can, because he's within 120 feet, you can make an attack. You're at a disadvantage, so you'll roll twice and take the lowest of the 2.
Okay. Gonna have to sprint a few more times to get my good stuff.
I'm gonna
Oh,
laugh
natural
about
20.
this, so.
Oh dang!
There you go.
Roll
Natural
it again.
20 again.
Oh,
Not lying. 2 nat
yay!
20s in a row.
Okay.
Do I hit?
Well, that's a critical
Do I
success
hit?
then.
Yes.
Yes.
So
So go ahead, roll double your damage, and then add your modifier.
so sling. Why doesn't it say the damage? What
Like
Well,
1d4.
so we can hit him with a sling.
Oh, it's the 1d4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you
So
just
roll
roll
2d4,
2d4.
and then add your damage modifier.
Right. and a 3. So 6, and the damage modifier 2.
+1.
For sling range weapon is +1. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So 3, 6, 7 damage.
Cool. You successfully hit him in the face with a rock. He didn't even see it coming. You are so far away. He did not expect that, and it hits him squarely in like the eye socket. And you take 7 points of damage.
Oh.
That hurt.
What's with you in the
Fucking
eyes
shaking.
today, man?
You just keep on aiming for the eyes. I don't know. It's the only
Go
thing
for
you
the
apparently
eyes.
can hit.
I'm just shaking my head like, what the fuck? He can hit him with a tiny rock, and I can't even hit him.
Yep. I mean, you should
Shaking my head.
maybe address that in your own personal life. You
You know
know.
what? Working on it.
So he's done playing around. He drops his heavy crossbow and draws his long sword and moves in
Uh-oh.
Oh
with
no.
this like bloodthirsty, kind of like cold grin on his face as he moves to make a couple attacks on Al
But
over here.
first,
Bashir.
Bashir gets attack of opportunity.
It's true.
It's my favorite thing. I love it. It's the only thing I can kill
Mhm.
people with, apparently.
Apparently, well, or holy damage.
14.
A 14 does not hit.
Ah!
It doesn't break through the armor.
This boy has some armor,
Damn.
huh?
He do have some armor.
That is
So, his first attack with his longsword is 11 and doesn't hit. His second attack with his longsword is 7 and doesn't hit. And he's feeling pretty confident about his skills right now.
We're having a good
as
duel.
Yeah, this has been a long one.
Iron's clanking, man. He was coming in. I took
Yeah.
a hit at him. He blocked it. He took some hits at me.
Yeah, solid back and forth, back and forth. He's going in. You're getting the glaive parry. It's Pelagius. You're up.
All right. I see I'm going to have to enter the fray. I am a pacifist at heart, but you have forced my hand. And I swing my loot back the way that it was, and then in the same motion, I swing over my crossbow, which is somehow in an X fashion with my loot. It's a very sophisticated mechanism, and I am gonna take a shot with the crossbow from right about here, Z, to try to take a shot at the guy who just swung at Bashir. Oh, sweet. That is an 18, I believe. Yeah, 18.
18 hits.
All right. Cat emergency. Sorry.
Is your cat shitting on the carpet?
Is it hungry?
Yeah, nothing's an
look at
emergency in comparison to what we just witnessed.
Okay. So
All I had to do was close that damn gate.
It happens.
That's an 8 points of damage.
Ooh, that's a solid 8 points of damage. You hit him where the armor had been blown apart, which means that you hit him in the ribs, and he probably has a collapsed lung at this point. He is coughing up blood.
Bashir sort of throws his head back to see where that came from and sees it came from Pell, and he says, "That's pretty good for a pussy fist."
I'm holding it over my head, the crossbow, rolling.
He's not here.
Looking around, rolling.
Cool. And that would be Akamenos' turn.
Alrighty.
Right.
Damn, he's so far away.
20. I can go around like sort of within this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
25, 30. All right.
Don't slip.
And then what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so it's within my range, but just not good. So how do I, as it gets farther away, do I have to roll anything differently?
If it's outside of the first range and it's within your maximum range, you roll the same, except for you have to roll twice and take the lowest of the two.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's
so
just
then
it's
I'm
just
going
normal
to,
roll with disadvantage.
Yeah. Then I'm going to fire at this fella. Way back there. See where that was?
I'm sorry. Okay, ping on the right. Cool, got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we change people's colors? Because Pierce and
Brown is not
Frump
great,
are
yeah.
both like brown and black, and it's impossible to see pings.
Yeah, we can change the colors.
At some
I was
point,
mainly because I was
yeah.
looking at a different screen.
You're good.
They're
Trying to.
I have the same
Get ready.
problem though. Like if you ping something, I'm always like, I didn't really see it.
Yeah. 13.
13 hits.
Nice. 6.
Cool. Boy takes a bolt to the gut, not the eyes, and there's a quill sticking out of him, and he's hurting.
Not the eyes.
Not the
Yeah.
eyes.
Dash,
instead
run
of no, I'm not gonna dash. No dashing this time.
No
yeah.
dashing.
I'm definitely going to
Damn.
like size up the big crossbow guy and like stand behind Leah in like like sort of angle
Cool.
in the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So after having sized up the crossbow guy, you see that he's no longer holding his heavy crossbow.
Oh yeah, he's holding the longsword, but I'm still.
Yeah.
But he's the crossbow guy to me, and I'm still standing behind Leah.
Sure, absolutely.
Does Leah see you doing this?
And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Like, stay there, stay there.
I'm pretty sure your horns and tail are like sticking
there,
out
stay
from
there,
around
stay
me. He's still gonna
there.
see you.
But yeah, you turn around. Perhaps you do non-lethal damage to this one this time. Can you follow that simple direction?
Are we still trying to do that?
Why? So
We
then you
can
can.
If
this
so,
one. We can
Bashir
question
has
this
no
one.
clue and no intention.
I know. I'm only talking to Leah right now.
Okay, yep.
Okay.
So what?
I was gonna
Then
say,
you're gonna come
Bashir's
up
not
behind
hearing
him
this.
and like slit his throat after we talk to him, so you can be the one to kill him.
That wasn't doing anything. Isn't it
Mhm.
someone else's turn? Shouldn't we
I
change
was
the
moving the
subject?
story along.
Yep, it's Bashir's turn.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So as I'm dueling with this guy, I kind of take the swipe at him and back up a little bit and just kind of, all right, yeah, you're pretty good, bud. You're pretty good. But let's say we just go ahead and end this. And roll a 24
Hits.
for 7.
Cool. He grins at you and goes, we don't be ending it anytime soon.
Oof.
Great hit.
Okay.
The guy that you hit, Akamenos, is going to. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As he focuses
See?
on you and starts ASLing you.
People can still see you from behind me.
Yeah.
Your tail gave it away.
10. I'm sorry. 12.
You do not succeed.
Damn.
And you take 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then this guy over here is going to do some hand motions and cast some cure wounds, and the other guy in the back, also wearing robes, is now healed.
Oh my god.
For the love of fuck.
Which guy? The guy on the right that I shot?
Yeah, the guy on the right that you shot. Crossbow guy is still over here dueling it up. And Leah, it is your turn. You're gonna go for him?
No,
I'm
I was
trying
just
to.
doing the ping.
I'm trying to count.
Oh, I can change my. What am I talking about?
30.
There we go.
There. If I pin, no, that's not 5, 10. If I stand right here, 10 feet won't hit these two back guys, will they? If I'm like right here.
5. If you stand right here, you'll be able to hit this guy and this guy, but you won't be able to hit this guy because if you stand right here, it's 5, 15.
Yeah.
But from right here to right here is 5 up, and then the first diagonal is 5 feet. The second diagonal is 10 feet.
All right. Well, there's a chance I'm gonna die, but let's give this a go. Okay. So if I stand right here, right? That was 5. I think I can get right there.
Yes. How did you get there? Is my question. Like, what path did you walk?
Straight. Because I was
Okay.
over here.
So,
no, so I can't.
yeah. So you incurred an attack of opportunity,
Oh, fuck
and
me.
Can't be
he
walking
is
by
going-
dudes with swords.
Fuck me.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, oh, that hits, huh?
real
Oh,
rolling move right there.
Mother trucker.
Yeah, you know that thing I kept doing to people? They can do it back to us.
How much health do you have left?
17 hit points.
Cool.
Right?
You
That's my
take 9
health.
Yeah, you take 9 points of damage.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yikes. This better be worth
he-
it, whatever you're about to do.
I'm
Just
not
slices
gonna
up your
survive
back.
at this point. Wait, so can I have a reaction to being damaged by a creature then?
A reaction happens on not your turn.
I'm not. So this is technically my turn.
Yeah, you have
I
a
got
bonus action on your turn. Reactions
it.
happen when it's someone else's turn.
Okay.
So like moving into having your threatened space encroached upon, like how Bashir's been doing, incurs an attack of opportunity if you have your reaction, and you have a reaction if you didn't use a bonus action on your turn.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It's free real estate.
Well, now that I'm like, half dead, let's give this a whirl. So I'm gonna do Arms of Hadar. Changing it up.
Changing it up, getting the good old
Changing it
arms in
up.
there.
I'm giving it a whirl because fuck this dude.
What does it do? What does it do?
Okay.
read this shit.
Yeah. Tendrils? Is that how you say it? Tendrils of dark energy erupt from within me and batter all creatures within 10 feet. Oh fuck, Bashir, are you within 10 feet of me? Are you see right outside?
Nope, just outside.
I'm
Oh,
just
thank
outside
God.
it.
Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, a target takes 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions until its next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage but suffers no other effect.
Cool. Let's do some strength saving throws for these boys up over here. The big boy up first.
Please don't fucking make it.
He rolls a 13. Does that save against your spell DC?
Is it that
It'll
the
show
attack
next to the
slash
range
save?
there. Yeah, hit dash DC.
It's save DC is 13.
13.
So
Oh, because it's the same?
he does not break the threshold, so no, he does not save.
Haha. Fuck you.
Guy in the back left, he rolls a 15, so he saves, and the guy in the back right rolls a natural 1, so he definitely don't save. So go ahead. The next part is in the area must make on a failed save, a target takes 2d6 necrotic damage. Cool.
So I rolled a d6 dice twice, right, and add it together?
That is correct.
Do I do it for each person or just once?
Just once, and then anyone who failed the save takes that damage.
Okay. Do I get to use the blessing here or no? Because it's damage.
The blessing
no,
is only
'cause
for
this
hit.
Okay.
It's
Right.
not
Yeah.
for damage. Yeah.
You basically caused an effect that requires them to make a save against a check,
Okay.
as opposed to you doing like a feat or you saving or you attacking.
Okay. I got an 8. 4 and 4.
8 damage.
8
So the
necrotic
guy.
damage. I want some like limbs falling off.
So that guy takes 8. Oh,
It's my
not
wife.
80. Takes 8. The guy in the back over here who critically failed. The arms just grapple him and just pummel into all of the body parts in this like ghosty form. And as the hits start connecting more and more, the flesh starts getting all black and fetid and necrotic and breaking off like wet chunks of meat and just getting punched off of him. Bone is splintering, organs are rotting, and he just kind of like gets pumped. It's like a really bad paper shredder of meat.
I like it.
Gross
Somebody,
necrotic meat.
Somebody might want to eat it. You never know.
Yeah, maybe someone's dog. Who knows?
I
Yeah.
might know somebody that would eat that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that.
Everyone just
That's my wife.
And silence. All right.
But that's how
Um,
we all kind of feel, is we're all stunned into silence, I think,
by the violence.
at seeing what's
Yeah,
happening
I've
to this
stopped
man.
dueling this guy for the moment, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the guy in the back left is also getting pummeled, and he does take half damage of what you did. And it's not as like.
Maybe like a nose falls off some ears.
Yeah, it's like Michael Jackson's nose coming off type of stuff. It loses some fingers. There's bits of his like exposed flesh that is drooping and black.
So he can't
and
do like the hand movements because he has no fingers now.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the guy who's dueling the veteran over here, took the brunt of that from behind. And
Ass cheeks are falling off.
the back of his scalp has just like slopped off and like slid down his side, but he's still standing.
Awful.
I hate
Brendan!
these descriptions.
Stop! God! Ah!
Sorry.
I like it. He's on my level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's
I'm enjoying
he's
it.
doing
He's on
pretty
A
much
level.
what you are looking for.
Yeah.
Emily's
that.
like, I'm a nurse. None of this bothers me. I see maggots.
I'm dead inside.
That's pretty
I
much.
love it.
I get paid to be dead inside.
I got you, girl. Sibo, you are up.
Yeet. Now,
You just watched this miasma of dark necrotic forces do their thing.
I just took a shit in the old fucking fog, so right now I don't care. Is this a move of 10 for me?
I'm sorry. Let me get.
Going corner, that's 10, right?
The first corner to corner is 5. The
Okay.
second corner to corner is 10. So it always
Perfect.
goes 5, 10, 5, 10.
Okay, so 5 and then
Wait,
10.
wait. Can I just pause for a hot second while you count? Do I get
Yeah.
to do a bonus action at the end of that or no?
Sure. If you have a bonus action, you can do it.
I do have a
20,
bonus action. Sorry, I didn't mean to
25.
interrupt your counting, Sibo.
No, Sibo's just up running, watching all his horrific things. Like, hey, I'm gonna run
Oh.
right at this. Just, yeah.
I'm gonna do some. So I'm gonna place a hex on Mr. Crossbow Man, who's got a long sword. So I'm gonna place a curse on him. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. So we're gonna lose some more limbs here. Whenever I hit it with an attack. Also choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability, which I don't understand that part of it.
So, unfortunately, in
I can't do that.
5e, unless you take a feat for quicken spell, you can't cast more than one spell a turn unless the second spell is a cantrip with a casting time of one action of one bonus action. You can later on take a feat for quicken spell, and that will allow you to use. Basically, you'll have a spell that you can use as a bonus action and allow it because spell casting in this world, even though we don't really role play it, there's a lot of somatic parts and movements as well, besides just having the material components. So sorry.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, go ahead, Sibo.
All right, so I don't see my bonus moves. I don't think I get a bonus compared to everybody else.
Most everyone has a bonus action of like two-handed fighting or something like that.
Okay,
There
yeah.
should be a section on your actions that say bonus action on your skill. Yeah, so you have two-weapon fighting and convert sorcery points. You can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery
And that's
points
what we
as a bonus
discussed
action.
last time, right? That was the font of magic.
Yep.
Okay, but I need to have a long rest, or do I get those back after I get my long rest?
Let me see here.
Like, because we were talking about the tides of chaos and the font of magic.
Yeah,
and
so let me see here. Font of Magic, you have 2 sorcery points that you can regain when you finish a long rest, which you haven't used. You can use your
Right.
sorcery points to gain additional spell slots or sacrifice them. So
once we long rest,
bonus
I get
action-
those. But
Yeah, you have them right now. You could use a bonus action to convert 1 sorcery point into a spell slot.
it's because I haven't used them. Oh, I see that. Oh, because when they have the red blocks, that means they've been used.
That is correct.
Yeah, but I'd rather use the tides of chaos once per
Okay.
month. Before you regain and use this feature. Yeah, I'd rather use tides of chaos. Also, I didn't want to run that close to him. Go back a little bit. But yeah, I want to use tides of chaos in order to be able to cast another spell.
That's not what Tides of Chaos does. Once per long rest, you can gain advantage on 1 attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh, damn! I really just wanted to see what happened on the Wild Magic Surge table. All right,
Tides of Chaos does sound like
if you use your Font of Magic.
That's what I'll use. One of my fonts of magic.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, because of that, I guess I'm gonna cast another chromatic orb at Home Slice here.
Cool. Hey, really quickly before you do that, let me see. I'm gonna have you roll a d20 just right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Oh no.
Cool. A wild magic surge does not happen.
Okay.
Yep.
Now.
But now chromatic orb acts naturally. So.
Okay. Now I'm reading on that table. It says a 5 and 6. What's a modern chosen?
You don't need to worry about it.
Okay. Cool.
Because it doesn't happen.
Oh, neat. All right. Damn. All right, man. I need to roll a D100 and see your hair falls out and grows back within 24 hours. Now, well, that's cool. All right, chromatic orb. Let us shall.
What?
I am gonna do.
The fuck's going on with that class?
Oh, dude, I've been reading all kinds of cool, fun stuff about it.
Yeah, so he's been learning about what sorcerers do, and it's.
Oh, you're
he's
a
been-
wild sorcerer.
I am.
Oh,
Wild
okay.
magic sorcerer.
Dude, that's so dope, actually. Wild sorcerers are crazy. I've never played
There's
with
a
one.
lot of fun. So
You
I'm
have
choosing.
been that the whole time? Like,
Yeah.
not enough of a fit is being thrown right now.
No, Frump and I had a long chat about all this stuff I could do.
I'm sure you were thoroughly reprimanded.
No, I figured it out on my own. I was pretty happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna start doing that stuff then?
Yeah. So I'm gonna chromatic orb. And I'm using acid damage, and I roll an 18.
Who are you? That guy? Yeah, that hit.
Crossbow
me.
man.
I am so sick of his shit. And
that
he takes
dude.
3d8. So
That's some shit.
That's
If he
a lot.
doesn't fucking die, I'm gonna be
That's a
so
lot.
fucking mad.
Do you want to do non-lethal damage? Can you even? I
Yeah,
don't know if that's possible.
I want to just
at
melt
this
his
point.
legs off, just
Um,
so he can't run away, and we can interview him afterwards.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. We didn't actually make the plan to not kill anybody.
We didn't.
No.
Sibo would have to decide.
3d8.
Good old Sibo, kind-hearted Sibo.
2. Ooh.
The Incredibles.
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
12
Oh.
damage. 12 acid damage.
Not bad. Not bad.
Does like the front of his face melt off now?
Yeah, parts of the armor starts eroding away along his arms, and more of his flesh starts getting eaten away from this. It's burning. It's not fun. He's still standing.
Oh my god.
What does he have? Like 100 fucking health?
No.
If you answered your
Not
Not
that
that
question.
exact
right?
number.
Ugh.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye,
All right,
Sibo.
hi.
Oh, hi, Sibo.
Hey.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. It's his turn, and he is going to draw his short sword, and he's going to attempt to make 3 attacks at Bashir over here, 2 with his long sword, 1 with his short sword.
Jesus.
All right.
Bring it
24 to
on,
hit.
boy. What's that?
24 to hit.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Cool. Natural 20 on the second one, and 15 to hit on the third one.
No,
You blocked that
Okay.
one, not the last one.
I'm
This
going
dude
down,
is seriously
boys.
melting on both sides of his body and still just.
First damage is 13 points of damage.
All right, I'm dead. I'm not dead, but I'm down.
Then for this one, because he does hit you while you're down on the second one, go ahead, put 1 notch into your death saves.
Yep, into the failure.
Yep.
So as he comes at me with the short sword, Bashir yells, "Man, you're an ugly ass motherfucker, but you ain't shit," and then just like gets fucked and goes down.
And he just stabs you and goes, "Parry this, casual."
Perfect.
There was
Perfect.
this silence after you said Bashir says, and I was like, "Oh, he's not saying anything."
Bashir says
Because he's on
nothing
the
because
ground.
his face is in the fucking dirt.
Pelagius, you're up.
Oh, what should I do? Let's see here. Oh, I'm pretty worried about Bashir, and I'm also pretty worried about everyone else because the other tanky character is not here. So that's a problem. I will go ahead, and I'm still I'm hoping that the rolling, like it just keeps rumbling in your head, and I'm continuing to play that through the pain
Keeps
of
rolling.
seeing you in that situation, and I'm hoping that that will be good enough to do healing word on you. I forgot how it works. I have to roll a 1d4. And I got a 4. Okay. Plus my spellcasting modifier is 4. Oh, you get healed for 8 points. Bashir.
Dope.
You are stabilized, conscious, have 8 points, and
All right.
are prone.
So yeah, I was down on the ground, like face in the mud, and I hear the Rollin coming through to me, and so like speaking into the mud, I'm just rolling, and I just rolling.
Little like bubbles of mud keep popping up, and it's like
Yeah, exactly.
rolling. It's just faster and louder.
Anything else you'd like to do, Cal?
That's a bonus action, so I'm gonna still with my crossbow out. I'm just gonna move over to this guy so that Sibo's not in my line of sight, and I'm gonna try to bolt this dude again.
Bolt the big guy.
The big guy. Fuck yeah. That is a 18.
18 hits.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Oh shit! 8 points again. Damn.
Nice.
Even I'm looking at the crossbow at this point. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It perches itself into his other lung and punctures it. And he's still got this like deadpan look on his eyes. He is here for a fight.
One eye. He got hit with a rock in one of them.
And that brings us to Akamenos.
Okay.
Surprised he just haven't left. Just while all this shit's going on, just turn around, walk away. Like,
You know what? I'm out.
Not looking good. Yeah. I'm like walking slowly up here, and I'm like looking at this guy way over here, and I'm looking at this one, and I'm like, got the winds, and I end up sort of standing like in the middle of everything and not really covering myself and firing at this guy.
Cool.
Nice. It is a 25.
25 hits.
And then 8. No, I'm sorry, 6. Let's look at the wrong thing.
With a third quill coming out of his gut, it almost looked like it hit his heart, but apparently it didn't.
Pop his
And
third lung.
boy's still standing.
It's
I
a
don't know
big,
how at this point, but
beefy boy.
he is.
Urukai.
He's a beefy boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And that
fucking
brings us
serious.
to Bashir.
So Bashir's still head in the mud, but just screaming, rolling into the mud, and like fire is like coming up out of the mud as he's yelling that. He jumps up to his feet and he says, now I know why y'all be loving this shit right here. Limp Bizkit is right here. He doesn't know why he says that, but
The words seem out of order a little bit.
I don't know. I'm just reading the lyrics off of
He says
Google.
what?
He says, while saying those magical words, he does a like backwards glaive chop or whatever. Yeah. And that's just the bullshit. I don't hit. It's not a 1, but I don't hit. So
He's really disoriented.
Still got mud in your eyes. Can't see.
Deprived of oxygen in the mud, singing.
okay.
Like, he drank a little bit up while he was down there.
Cool.
Luckily, he's like the most confident motherfucker in the world, so he's like not even at all remotely worried about the fact that he hasn't hit this guy in 30 seconds. Yeah, exactly. He's still like, I fucking got this. I've been almost killed. I got this.
And then, so this guy back here is gonna be like, and he does another hand motion.
Swear to fucking God.
Oh, here it goes.
He doesn't have any fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, he doesn't.
Still just like.
Don't give him ideas.
He does nub movements.
Well, without having any, he like starts to do it, and then he realizes he's missing some of his fingers. So he actually does something unorthodox and charges it in right here and tries to hit Leah over the head with his club.
Sweet.
Like his arm club or like an actual club?
Like a club. No, like his arm club. That sounds great. 12 to hit.
So does my armor class change with losing health damage or no?
Nope. Armor
I've-
class stays the
okay,
same.
So I have 13, so he doesn't hit me with his nub.
Cool.
It just
Leah, it's your turn.
Sounds good. All right. Well, even though he's super close to me, I'm just gonna keep going for this crossbow man and see if I can crackle some light towards him with my Eldritch Blast.
Crackle some light towards
I'm
him.
gonna crackle in some light. I mean, it says crackling energy streaks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
Crackle some light towards him.
Oh, that was a better. 20, not a nat 20.
20 hits.
God. What does I haven't actually hit anybody? 10 in a minute.
I'm gonna throw this dice out the fucking window at this rate.
Ooh,
dude, you gotta get these cheap like
You
$30
got-
target
13.
dice.
13
13.
damage.
Points
Ooh.
of damage.
From
There
an
it
Eldritch
is.
Blast.
With that, your point blank range like emanates in there and just explodes the remainder of his chest cavity out in front of him. And you can see the necrotic damage that had been going through. The crossbow bolts had been firmly implanted into various organs that he used to have inside of his body. And he drops his long sword and short sword and crumples to the ground, dead.
Oh,
God,
bless
finally.
the Lord.
And for the record, you guys killed him at 69 damage.
Nice.
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 Well done. Well done, team.
It was
Oh.
overkill.
Bashir
He
says,
only got 58 health, but
Bashir says, so where the
13
fuck you at, punk? Shut the fuck up and back the fuck up while we fuck this track up.
In Draconic, no one knows. No one hears.
all of my paladin spells verbal parts from now on will be draconic Limp Bizkit quotes.
Oh no. I don't like this timeline.
Gonna need to talk to your god about that one.
Yeah, you're fucking serious.
There's but one guy left who's kind of got his "take my good hand, child" arm, and who's trying to club Leah.
The nasty necrotic arm. It's great.
Take my good hand, child.
Oh God. Well,
Flesh coming
Sibo
at
lets
me.
out a screech, a gnomish screech, and rushes forward.
What does it sound like?
It's I don't know at this point. He's tired as fuck.
That works.
Yeah, it's more high pitched though.
Yeah, you know that
Victory
episode with
screech.
SpongeBob where he's like, "Victory screech." That's exactly it. Yeah, just and I use
The wild sorcerer strikes sorcerer.
I use poison spray and spray him in the face.
Oh.
Okay, how does poison spray work? It's
He
been a
needs
minute.
to pass a Constitution check of 13.
Oh, he doesn't.
Oh, that means he can take upwards of 12 points of damage.
Ow.
3.
3
That
points of
is,
damage,
that
huh?
is upwards of 12.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a poison spray, just like in his face.
He's blinded by the poison spray into the eyes,
Nice.
but still standing.
Sweet.
Damn.
But it's more like
And that
it's more
brings
like
us to-
habaneros in the eyes, you know.
Yeah, he basically got maced.
Exactly.
Resisting. You're resisting.
Stop resisting.
Hal, you're up.
I'm gonna go the full distance, and I'm just gonna say I'm going to encourage this guy to stand down. Just saying, the jig is up, good friend. I think we've got you. So why don't you just stop and we'll talk things over, okay?
He is not taken by your words. He continues to thrash and fight and scream about the glory of the coming of the Great Queen, and about how his flesh vessel is nothing in the eyes of the eternal promise.
Okay. Don't say I didn't warn you. And I aim my crossbow at his kneecap.
Why the kneecap?
Do you have to say non-lethal damage, or can you just
Yeah,
infer
it's
it?
non-lethal, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if it actually
I don't
happens.
think this guy is gonna cooperate with us.
After what we've done to him.
That's a 16.
16
That is-
hits.
Oops, this one. That only
Now you
does
can still go for non-lethal and commit some very lethal damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. That I know that's happened before. Just wanted to be sure.
5.
Yeah, you shatter his kneecap with the bolt, and he drops. You're not sure if he's dead or unconscious, because he is not moving and he is bleeding like everywhere. And we're out of initiative. Let's take a good 10-minute break here. Everyone can go re-up on some drinks. I know I'm gonna want to, and we can come back to this murder ridge that you all dove into.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh wait. I'm back. Hey, question.
What's up?
Once we get back, can I ask if I've heard that screeching before, or is it too late since it's been a long time?
What's reaching?
Like in the beginning, or like the noise, or when we all went like black and.
Oh yeah, you can totally ask about it and everything.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, every turn is only like every round is only 6 seconds. So it's only
Yeah.
been like maybe less than a minute since
I
that
keep
happened.
forgetting that. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I
Okay.
was just rereading what you sent me. I'm gonna go make a drink.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, I don't know how to play Minecraft, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Punch trees.
It's
Step one,
as
punch
complex as you want it to be, and frankly, I don't dive into it all that often, and you can have the same level of commitment.
Yep.
That's a great thing about it.
Yeah, I mean it's you know, it's a sandbox game, so it's kind of like make your own fun to a degree. But yeah, I mean we can like introduce you to the game. That's not a problem.
In fact, I
Your
recommend
first
that you.
few goals. Step one, punch wood.
Punch wood. How much is how fast do the days go along?
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Every
something
15
like that.
minutes?
Yeah, I'd say like 15 minutes for like a day, 15 minutes for the night after that, something like that. 30 minutes for the whole 24 hours.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't really know, honestly. Yep, 20 minutes for the whole day.
Oh, we were right. Damn, good for us.
Yeah, really.
Is this hockey game still happening?
I don't know.
They were in 5th overtime.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's
Tampa
end of
won.
fourths. Yeah.
Tampa won in the 5th.
Oh, they did win?
Is it playoffs, so they can't do a shoot-off?
Why does this thing show me end of
Correct.
fourth still?
Yeah, they don't do shootouts in the playoffs. That's right.
Yeah.
187 shot attempts? What?
Jesus.
That doesn't...
Imagine being a goal leader in this game.
Okay, well, shot attempts versus, like, shots on goal. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Still, where are the...
I'm
88
trying to get some
saves. Oh, no, 85 saves.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
A normal game has like 20 to 30, well, usually around 30 saves. It's like 10 saves
Columbus
of fucking...
Did he get that many saves and he still lost?
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
85 saves. He
sucks.
allowed 3 goals.
that's absurd.
The other guy only like...
The
only had
average is like
3 shots.
1 goal per 10 saves. Maybe per 15 if you're like playing on your head. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was just he was doing everything he could to hold him back, but you know.
that's fucking
That
insane.
sucks. Put the team on his back.
Certainly did.
Yeah, 1 in every 27 or whatever is like playing so well.
What is?
Talking about this hockey game. Yeah.
Oh,
Went into 5 overtimes.
that's crazy.
Right?
What if Duff just forgot to put the gate
game.
back up again?
I would die.
Yeah, so during that last little bit, I was looking up Limp Bizkit's like famous songs because I was like, "What else are you guys gonna sing?"
Those are that. Well, I mean, Behind Blue Eyes, but that's a cover and also a beautiful song that does not fit the fighting mood.
I loved the song "My Way."
My
That was
way.
like-
My way.
yeah,
My way.
That's a Limp Bizkit song.
yeah.
That Overwatch hat, Alec.
So what do you want to do, man?
I like it. Just noticed it.
Oh yeah. That song is like so like fucking 2000s like edge
Oh, yeah.
angst.
You
Yeah.
definitely downloaded it on Napster.
Oh yeah,
or
You didn't pay
LimeWire.
for that song.
No. Do you guys remember the?
My way
I
or
can't
the
remember-
highway.
I can't remember what it was called, but it was that ride at the Celine Fair that like drove you in circles forwards and backwards, and then played.
Yeah, the
music.
one you always vomited on.
I never vomited on that.
Oh,
However,
you vomited on the
I
scrambler.
the scrambler I vomited on. Yeah, that one I got.
Okay.
That got me.
Yeah.
But that one they would play like whatever, like early 2000s hits that were on, and they would always play Limp Bizkit. And so whenever I hear Rollin', I think of that. I think of the exact position where it is in the Celine Fair. Like it brings back a very specific memory to me.
That's funny.
So thanks for that.
You're welcome. I'm in everybody's psychology a little bit. I try to bring up like very intense personal emotions that you're not aware of entirely, and then take advantage of them later.
Mm-hmm. Doing that for years.
That sounds great. That's what I'm signed up for. So. Well, so nice job, everyone. That big crossbow boy was a challenge rating of 3.
Nice.
He is a veteran class. He had 58 health and an armor class of 17.
Oh, damn.
That's why.
Yeah, he was hard to hit.
Hard to hit. Yeah.
He also had at the end of it, it was him and 2 acolytes who had 3 spell slots of first level, so they could cast
Heal his ass.
healing word on him to keep him beefed up. Yeah, it was touch and go there for a second. But you are now standing over the corpses of the previously non-corpsed people. What would you like to do? Search?
Loot 'em.
Loot him, bitches.
Knowing that you guys were going to be doing that, I've already pulled up a loot table. So, you guys all find the following items. You find between them not a lot in terms of coinage. There's about 75 silver piece between all of them, all said and done. There's also fishing line, like a nice fishing line. There's also
Any
some
books?
rations,
Books.
and you do find a book actually.
Shut the
These
front
guys doing
door. I'm
carrying
claiming
books.
it.
Jeez.
It's an old dusty tome in red leather, and it's on the origins and organization of the Red Wizards, which I'll link you the important stuff out of that later on.
Okay.
So how do we want to split up this silver?
That's it. No equipment. or anything?
There is also other things here that people might find interesting. You notice that there is a peculiar coil of hempen rope that appears to have some type of I don't know. It's just peculiar because the way it just
smells funny.
is. Oh, yeah.
What is it
No.
about it? It's green.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been cut in a bunch of places and then been reattached at those same places that it's been cut.
It's
So
skunkish.
Arcana check. That's what.
Sure.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Yep.
And I got a 14.
Cool. You've heard stories of stuff like this. This is a rope of mending. It's a 50-foot coil of hempen rope that you have been assured by magicians the world over that you can cut this into any smaller number of pieces and then use an action to speak a command word and cause the pieces to knit back together. They must be in contact with each other and not otherwise in use.
So maybe
a
like
rope
the
of-
cantrip of mending.
Kind of, sort of. Like it's got
Mhm.
endless mending basically on
So-
itself.
It
It
mends.
itself.
It mends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
cool.
fucks.
Mhm.
It fucks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will toss that
So,
into
Unlimited uses in the bedroom.
Yeah. for fun times. There you go. There's that.
So I realize what this is, and I'm just, yep.
Yeah, you can
take
have
this
that.
normal. I wanted a new rope. Normal rope here. Nothing peculiar about it or anything.
Bashir looks at that rope and goes, looks like rope to me.
It's
is
ropey,
rope.
right?
Yeah, that's nice rope, man. I'm glad you got that rope.
A fair
Seem-
trade for your share of the silver.
Seem
yes.
pretty into the rope.
There's also
Not kink shaming.
while you've been searching around, you can see that there's an area that looks like was where they were sitting on their downtime around the campfire, and you see that there are a couple different dice strewn about it, but one of them in particular catches your eye. It is a 6-sided die, and there's another. It just it draws you in the way the ivory stands out in comparison to the rest of the regular stone.
Seems like something
and,
Akamenos would notice.
Yeah, I this is. I feel right at home, fondling this die.
God.
Yet again, not kink shaming.
I hope that wasn't the word you meant to use. I know you have a penchant for this thing.
I say lots of things.
Hi, kitty.
Who knows what I mean? Perhaps I mean exactly what I say.
So go ahead, write this down that you have this, although
Okay.
you might not technically know what it is.
There's nothing. There's no. Can I do a history check on it? Oh,
Yeah,
you're
go
saying-
ahead. Do a history
okay.
check on it.
How was I supposed to open this table thing? 'Cause,
It's a nat one. Put that aside.
Yep, you
dice.
you have no history. Did
Just put that
did
away.
that thing not open up?
I can't figure it out, but that's me.
The thing with the mending.
There is.
Yes, there it is. It might just be you because I
Oh,
clicked on it and it
Sean, Gotcha. Okay.
opened
Oh,
up.
I'll
an
go
abacus?
with it's me.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Adventuring.
you click on it. You just gotta wait a little bit, then it'll pop up.
I know, but then it goes to a item, and then they're like things on top of each other. Babe, will you just remote in and fix this?
No.
Please.
Or walk.
Now,
your
so
way
was
upstairs.
an abacus the item that we're supposed to find?
An abacus?
Yes.
No. Did you find an
okay.
abacus?
No, that's what popped. I clicked the link and it said abacus. I'm like, okay, I guess that's what we just found.
Alright,
But
I'm not the only one.
That's the thing on the
see
right.
Charlotte-
It says like
it
Yeah, it's the thing
also
on the right. It's
popped up
highlighted
with
on the
what
right.
he picked up. So
It's
I see
highlighted-
that too.
Oh, the die
clicked-
thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I
okay.
picked up.
but he doesn't know. But he doesn't know he can do that.
I don't.
Yeah. There's some brewer's supplies.
He
That's
just
pretty
knows
cool.
that it's like real nice looking dice.
It's nice.
There's
Yeah.
also a strange brown woolen cap that is it's the
Does
only
it match?
cap.
Does it match the adventurer's shorts?
Sure
the
does.
only- Okay, yeah, I'm taking that.
Cool. You
Woolen
have
cap.
this. Oop. And then there is also a wooden staff decorated with bird carvings.
That's SIBO.
Yeah.
That seems like a fine
Another
piece
thing
of
I would like. Yeah.
machinery for you.
Can I also snag that too, or link it?
Yes, for your share of the silver,
Or
by all means.
maybe
Take
also
that.
I really don't-
the warlock.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
You did get the book.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm like trying to
there's-
click back on the things and read them. Sorry.
Yeah, me too.
there's also in a little like small chest that's up there. It's actually a chest for carrying like potions and vials and stuff. And in there are 4 what you can deduce at this time potions of healing, and what looks like 2 larger versions of them. Which
I
you
pocket
can
one of the
see.
larger versions, just like, my face is still covered in mud. I'm taking this.
Those are potion of greater healing.
I turn around to Book Lady and say, Book Lady, what is this?
Speak.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the bird call thing.
Do you want the bird call thing?
It's intriguing.
It's cool. Mine's goofy. Mine's very just like, well.
All right, so it's potion healing.
It's not easy to add custom
Yeah.
items.
The smaller ones are potion of healing. The larger ones are potion of greater healing. The custom items, if I had the money, they would already be in your guys' stuff.
I would have
But
fun with
because
it.
I'm not paying Roll20 to use all of the compendium of stuff, I just don't have access to it.
Roll
'cause
20 or
a lot of
D&D
this,
Beyond.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yes.
D&D Beyond.
How much is it?
How much is what?
The D&D Beyond like premium thing.
The full thing?
Yeah.
Like $600 for all the books.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So, like, just
Forever?
like a one,
I can.
like a
s-
one
I
time
will.
Yeah, one-time
okay,
deal.
that's a lot of money. I will.
That's a
maybe,
lot of money.
I'll send an
Yeah.
email and maybe I can get it.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, fuck
Um,
yeah.
Because
Right
I do have at least one of the books, downloaded for us to use. I was going to periodically, when I had the money, get like another one. Xanathar's was gonna be the next one that I was gonna get and just kind of go through. But they have a bunch
See if you can
of
get some
content on there.
keys.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can probably get at least one for all of us.
If we just had one, it would.
Just-
It works
for
the whole
Brendan. Yeah,
campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
Only
probably get
Brendan needs it.
that. Okay, I'll
Because
ask.
you're all part of the campaign, so it would all carry through for you guys as well. Because I'm just going through trying to use as much non-homebrew stuff that I can. I love homebrew, but it's generally broken. And there's so much core content. Why not use the wealth of it that they have?
What
so yeah,
exactly should I be asking for? Just tell me like the keywords I need.
Send the email to him to just forward.
Talk about that tomorrow. Let's get through
we can talk about it later. We're in the middle. We're in the middle of what we got right now. That's the loot that they had there. Besides like their general weapons, which not much anything special about that.
I mean, the
Cool.
giant crossbow.
Yeah, it's a heavy crossbow.
Oh, I take that. I walk up to it and I go,
knew you would.
this
You can wield
fucking
that,
crossbow is pretty dope. Kind of look
Oh.
at these guys. I don't think any of you are even like you guys don't lift. So I take the
You could
crossbow
probably
and
shoot
the
me with
bolts.
it. Just like launch a SIBO with it.
And I can I know martial weapons, so don't I have like proficiency with that thing?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'd
I'm
do
not
some
sure if that
sleuthing to see if you-
counts.
Because it's a heavy crossbow.
Weapons.
There is actually one more piece of something that you find. It actually is in the book that you have,
yeah?
Leah. I'm just trying to scroll through the thousands of tabs I have open.
One quick question: bolts. Do I find some bolts of some sort?
He still has 7 bolts left.
Cool.
And with the a little bit of time and searching, you actually can recover 3 more.
Cool.
You can't. Can you pull them out of people?
I pulled
some of them he
out.
can, some of them he can't.
All right.
Some break.
Jesus.
Well, this silver is not gonna put itself away, So
No,
I'll
no,
take
it can-
15. The rest of you, split amongst yourselves. 60 between 5. I think that's fair.
Sure,
We
you
have
did like nothing.
I killed a blind person. That blind person wasn't going to kill themselves.
I killed the
it's-
motherfucker.
Yes, and you have a nice staff to walk away with.
That does
Not
bird
the instrument.
calls.
That does bird calls.
It does bird calls.
Yeah,
friends. let's-
heavy crossbows under Marshall, as far as I can tell.
I can
but
summon
I want that
rats.
double checked if you can.
I'll double check in a second here.
Yeah, I'm just not totally positive.
You guys also.
I've taken
well,
15 silver and just I'm your words have no effect on me.
Let's not argue over who was able to actually land every shot that they took this session and carried the entire team, it would seem, to victory. Let's just say everybody can have 15 because we found 75, split 5 ways.
All right.
That's 70.
Sounds good to me.
75.
Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have 6.
Also, where's Rollin? Does anybody want to ask that
Yeah.
question?
So
Oh, I
15
didn't-
silver.
Is
He's
he
so
lying
quiet,
down?
I didn't
somewhere?
notice he was gone.
He's probably just lying in the mud somewhere.
Looking around, he did not show up with you guys when the world remended itself.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
so
speaking of all that, like, what did
what
anyone feel
happened?
something? Anyone feel anything weird? Hear stuff?
Yeah, it was
Um,
pretty normal.
From
got a
what
little
from what I saw, I want to like can I like introspect really quick and like now that I have a second to pause, like roll to see somehow if I have knowledge of what might have happened since I experienced it.
Yeah, go ahead.
What roll would that be?
Arcane check or history, either one.
Probably do where either one. Okay. Let's go with well, that's a 19, so I assume that does for.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with history.
There are stories that have been told about the formation and destruction of various different realms. You've heard stories of the cataclysmic event that created the realm of fire, for instance. And not entirely certain whether or not these stories are old, and there's so many different forms of them that sometimes the blurring of myth and fantasy have come together. But it usually when something like this is described, it's part of a larger epoch of cataclysmic events
Very
that you can
vague.
remember.
Did that
All
happen at
right.
all there, pal?
I think I'm more confused
A lot of ins and
now
outs.
than when I asked the question.
Well, let's see here. You don't have any story of this specific event occurring, of the tearing of fabric and reality and kind of remending itself. This is new, but historically there have been stories told of the ends of ages, and the formation of new planes of existence, during conflicts of different celestial beings, during times when gods and elementals fought and clashed to remake reality to their own whim. And
I
those
know
stories have been told to you in ways that kind of are like, if you felt before like, oh, that's a really well told story, you could feel like you were part of it, but now something about this just kind of strikes home that like, oh shit, you didn't really understand the gravity of those stories until you were feeling it yourself.
Okay, so I'm thinking like about the stories that I've heard of in all of these tales that something big and incredible happens, and then time just kind of rents and makes a parallel universe.
Yeah.
Like it's
Not necessarily much a parallel universe, but just a different
Our
plane.
reality is
different
reshaped.
plane
a
of
little bit.
reality.
Yeah, there's lots of different planes of reality that exist in the world of Faerun. You have the mortal plane, which everyone resides on here, and then you have the 4 different main elemental planes, where elemental beings derive a lot of their power from. You have Avernus, which is basically hell. You have the realms of the Celestials. You have different aquatic realms. All of these magical, mythical creatures exist in their own true realms, which are part of the grand cosmos. Deities are real. The Fae is a real place where people have traveled to. It's not very uncommon to have met travelers who have met people or have walked into different planes. Imagine all of these moving realities blending in and out of themselves. All of a sudden, some cog in there gets rent up a little bit and grinds, kind of almost like a mechanism or machine had a monkey wrench thrown into it for a second, and that's kind of like what the stories have led to.
Okay.
I feel like I understand it a little bit better.
I feel like I
even
get
though
it.
I'm not the one that's getting explained to.
Right.
I'm trying to make it as because there is no direct story about this. You don't have anything historical to grab from. I'm just trying to fill in. You rolled a 19 on your history check, so like you have a good knowledge of the different histories of the world. So I'm trying to impart that to you thematically, and I'm not entirely certain if I'm doing a good job or not.
I don't know. What I'm hypothesizing from these stories, I'm just trying to see if Pell can figure out from what he knows about the history, if he can speculate what might have happened to Roland based on what he saw.
Yeah. So traveling between realms is something that happens through magical means and abilities. Sometimes there's been stories of pirate ships that have gone into mist and then reappeared decades later with a skeleton crew, telling stories of their travels to the water planes and through the realms of fire. There are different wizards who can claim that they can, warp you to the city of gold on the plains of sand for a small price. Transport between realms and planes is something that is for the right people common. For the adventurer, a little bit on the rare side.
Okay.
It seems like when whatever happened into these realities that bumped, it's kind of like a sieve that cracked and then reformed, and it might be like sometimes pieces just get dropped through.
Okay.
Okay. Can we can we change the subject real quick? I just want to know, we're on this ledge right now, or this cliff face. Can we see the encampment? Are there sounds of anyone else approaching?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Your passive perception will tell you that you're not near the encampment. You can't see the encampment.
Okay. 7.
Yeah. No, you're pretty caught up in the conversation.
Okay.
As everyone here is trying to kind of talk about what it is that happened. I know I'm doing a lot of the talking, but that's I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah, no, we get it. Yeah.
So I guess hopefully he'll
So
make it back to us.
did anyone?
So is that kind of where we're at, Pell?
Thing?
Yeah, I guess I have no reason to like keep this from anybody. So I guess I'm just trying to explain what might have happened based on what I know, and I just say your guess is as good as mine. That's all I know. I don't know if it'll happen again and he'll just pop out, or if he'll ever be back.
Can I do a history check with like the books that I've read or had? Or...
Yeah, either history or arcana.
Yeah. Well, they're both 14.
Yeah, the
Not a whole
the
lot
books
of
that you read were more analytical and less prosaic than the stories were, but it still comes to the same themes of the realms of the universe are complex and mobile, and when
Have I felt
over
this
the ages,
before?
different powerful beings have attempted to control and remake the engines of creation for their own whims, and there have been documented times of these uh, um, seismic wars that have created destabilization in the fabrics of reality, and that sometimes things just break down. There's only
Sure.
the the weaving of the cosmos is a continuous thing, and sometimes, like when you're knitting, you just get bumped and you miss a stitch. I know you don't stitch with knitting, but I'm mixing metaphors.
Have I
Did-
ever felt this before?
No. This has
Okay.
been a completely new sensation for all of you.
Okay.
We return to the
Sensation.
same plane, though. Like, do we notice anything is different, or is that just the maps that you made?
It was just me cutely trying to say, "Hey, look, I've got new maps." Everything is the same except for Roland is gone,
Okay.
and all the colors are a little bit more pronounced, and you can actually see textures on rocks and stuff. But
Oh, wow. Wow.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like a 1996
Does it
computer
seem
game.
nicer around here to you guys?
You can see flowers and
Listen,
shit.
it's always nicer when there's blood and dead people on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, is this one still dead in the back? This last fellow, the one with the one hand.
I'm not
you
sure, but we'll take care of that. I smash his head in with the maul.
Yeah, well, he's dead now.
All she
You
wrote for him.
have to be the strangest paladin I've ever met in my life.
Listen. They're trying to summon evil. There's not much to it, you know. I feel like it's a pretty straightforward thing. I'm gonna smite the shit out of them.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward until you consider intelligence is the main reason why we've gone on this mission, and perhaps they would have been someone you could have questioned before I killed them when I wanted to.
Oh, that's I don't
That's
really
right.
think about those kinds of things, but
I'm saying me first for the killing of the wounded people.
all right. I put
You just want first dead.
I put an arm around Akamedos, and all right, buddy, you'll get the next one.
I don't understand how you two are making up. When it's simple Tom, poor little Tom, you want to reform him and send him back to Greenest. But when it's this poor fellow that I shot in the kneecap,
Listen,
he's
pal.
not salvageable.
Morality
If-
is a
You
spectrum.
seem a little
If Tom
inconsistent,
taught
if
me
I may say so.
anything, these guys aren't reformable.
It's true.
He seemed like he was going to Greenest.
Akamedos has convinced me otherwise.
I'm very
I-
persuasive.
Listen,
Just not
Not in the
self-
least.
Post-traumatic stress disorder is a real thing, and you can get some moral injury if you're not careful. If you want to talk, I'm here at any time.
You're a good guy, pal. Also, you have great taste in music.
Don't mention it. That's what the local tavern fair always requests is the biscuit of the limp.
So this is probably the encampment, right? We can go back.
Wait, so
All
I have
done?
that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. We can just tell them, and then
Listen,
we're done.
Akamenos, this
I
probably
have a-
isn't the encampment.
All right, all
we
the
saw a
boys.
guy run off, and that's probably more where the encampment is where that guy is. So if we could get our little gnome friend over here to go ahead and follow those tracks.
Why don't we just look at this map that fell out of my book?
Oh, right,
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
That
I mean,
seems
but
fine.
You all can
That
follow
seems
the tracks
fine.
if you want, but
All right.
Whoa,
Well, let's
the
take a
map
look at
might-
this map.
All
Is it
right.
actually labeled Raider Camp?
I hope
Sure
so.
does.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Prisoners.
Everything you
Okay.
see on there.
So, looking at this map, do we know where we are on this map?
You are not on this map.
We are not on this map. Okay.
A lot of good this does us.
way up.
Okay, so this is a map of their camp, but so I'm gonna go ahead and propose that we do the exact thing I just said, and Book Lady says nothing for the rest of the day.
Well, once we find the camp, I have a map of it. Just saying, it's still
It
helpful.
must be a large
stuff.
camp.
It
Is,
is.
So I look up at the sky to try to ascertain what time it is.
I was just about to say it's mid-afternoon.
Okay, so
Okay.
we should be able to tell some some local landmarks at least by the map, what kind of area it's in, and we can decide which way to go to from there. Right?
Well, we
the
could
tracks.
follow the guy that ran too.
That's true.
We could just
Trust
follow
my
his
guy.
tracks.
Follow
Well, I mean,
his
like-
broken asses. Like
Are you
There
talking
were a
about
couple
that-
that ran away, right?
The
Okay.
guy when we first attacked them, a guy like pieced. One dude pieced
Yep.
the fuck out.
Oh, okay. I thought
It was
you
like,
Yeah, that guy.
Alright,
So I'm
probably-
gonna look around for tracks.
get to tracking, Paladin.
get to tracking.
insight
I'm
check.
going
on
to-
what that guy pieced.
Insight
Yeah.
I take out my last plum and I
20.
bite into it, and I'm just looking on the
19
ground.
plus 1.
Yeah, we really did a good job.
It seems like this place was an ambush, lying in wait for anyone, and it was well coordinated and well defensible. And they wouldn't just have one person. These guys were fervent. Wouldn't just have one person be like, "Oh, I got poopy butthole syndrome. I'm gonna leave." He
Yeah,
seems
that
to
was
have left
probably
for a
that was
reason.
probably planned. Yeah. Okay. So it seems like everything that guy just said is I'm just saying that now. So honestly, we might want to get out of here. I feel like we
Yeah.
should try to follow his tracks, but stay very hidden and maybe off to the side of him. We need to get to
excellent
that camp. We got to get to that camp.
A terrible idea.
Yeah.
excellent
Well,
idea
listen,
followed by a terrible idea.
Akamenos, you see the gold we just found? There will be so much more of that at the camp.
So, like, we can't surmise, like, from the map what all of these different things on it are, other than, like, what they appear to be. Like, what I mean is, like, nothing's labeled, like, this 4 over here is just a 4, but we don't know if that's, like, main layer
Well,
or,
we know
like...
the labelings that you put on them, right? Yeah, he said the labels are scrawled in script.
Labeled in scrawled script 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, okay.
It's
Under
just
the
what's
map there.
scrawled. Yeah.
So we know that. We just need to get to that.
But what I'm saying is, like, could we try to go around if we know that there is an important place back there? If 4 appears to be important, we might be able to sneak around rather than falling into an ambush.
Yep. Problem is we don't know where it is without following that guy's tracks. It might be south. We were originally going, okay, back into character. So we were originally going south. let's see. This guy's tracks go off in.
They go west for real quick, and then they go south.
Okay. So if we just want to keep going south, we could move very slowly and maybe try to sneak up in the night and try to not get noticed. I mean, if we're trying to get our boy with the lips,
Oh yeah, those luscious lips.
Liason. I mean, Liason's probably where the nerds are at, right? I don't know, nerd lady. What do you think? Do you think Liason's with the nerds?
I mean, I don't know if he was a nerd per se, or just monk. Like, I guess.
I don't really want to put labels on
With the
him.
nerds. He's probably with the nerds.
I don't know. Maybe he's sweet talking. He's got them luscious lips.
If anything, he's a nerd.
full
He's
of
a
juice.
prisoner.
I saw a lot of different people in my foster home and orphanage, and
Well,
she's
we're
definitely
learning a
got-
lot about you here.
Well, listen, I know about the hierarchy within children. It equates to adults. It's fine. It's definitely a nerd.
Well,
That sounds like it really fucked you up in a lot of ways, actually.
I find myself very well adjusted to this cruel world that takes no prisoners and kills at a moment's notice.
Well, clearly they do. It's marked here on the map.
here's what I
Yes,
suggest.
Plum? Would you like a plum?
Yes, thank you.
That's a
I take-
court. Don't call
take the
for it. You
plum and-
go for it.
You bite into the
for it,
plum
you
he has
come
been
in.
eating.
I
Refreshing,
like
isn't it?
kind of like cook it a little bit first, and then just eat the whole thing.
Nice.
Here's what I suggest: we move slow, keep our heads down, tend to our wounds for maybe I don't know, give or take exactly 1 hour, and then make our way to the encampment.
Is
Yes,
there any?
I would like to tend to our new wounds that is not in this location, though.
Yes, we should move away from this location first. Let's
Is
go.
there any like area to hide behind?
Let's go
I can-
southwest a little bit, tend to our wounds, then we can go southeast and re-intercept.
Leah, do you
the-
want to roll an
Don't
insight
we
check real
have
quick?
the high ground? So if anyone's coming,
If they're coming
we
with an
can see them.
army, it won't matter.
Well, let's hope they're not. 20, not a nat 20.
Yeah, it sounds like SIBO has the right of it. This is, as was previously mentioned, a really defensible, well hidden area. Already with a cooking pit and some rations around
literally
here and
right
stuff like
there.
that.
Okay. I have this weird
maybe-
feeling that maybe Sibo's right and we should just rest here. It's
I mean,
almost
'cause I
like the
don't think
words
there's-
of God are telling me we should just rest here.
maybe by this fire pit on this very high ground.
Perhaps
Yeah.
we could move some of these corpses away from the fire pit.
Or stack them up as a defense
That
wall.
too. We
I
could
can
stack
think
them
you
up.
can't stack this many corpses to make a defense wall.
I don't know. The big boy sounds kind of big.
All right.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I
Try to
stack all the corpses
You're good
and
started,
I fire breath them to like burn the corpses. We'll give
And they
them
are-
at least this decency.
Little funeral pyre.
And then let's take a
That just
rest.
seems like a really great like smoke signal for people to realize we're here.
I'm just listen.
Put it out, you fools! Put it out!
What the fuck?
Hold on.
I take one of the corpses and put it in the fire to start a fire, and then so we have something to cook our food on, and then put the corpse back.
Just none of the necrotic ones, please.
All this talk about smoke signals.
Ah, yes.
I feel like we violated many Waterdeep conventions.
I'm gonna start tending my wounds and eating now.
Cool.
Same.
Do you guys want to take a short rest or a long rest?
If we take
Um,
a long rest, it's going to be later evening, right? Like around
yes.
8 or 9.
What's the difference? in
So
time?
yeah, it'll probably be about 10 or 11 after your long rest.
That's perfect, because then we can go under the cover of night.
Mhm.
And I can get my Tides of Chaos.
That sounds good to me.
A long
Yeah, I
rest.
think-
All right,
is.
let's do it.
All right.
Cool.
Let's see. Do you just get healed all of your health on a long rest? You don't have to roll for it?
Nope.
Cool.
Just
All
full
right.
heal.
Sick.
Fucking
Sick,
sick,
brah.
bro.
Duh.
And let's see. Characters, perform activities, standing watch. I do a little standing watch for sure.
Yeah,
But-
I kind of are these like rocks that have sort of a cliff face, or like can I lean against them?
Yeah. It's all. Have you ever been to like the Garden of the Gods or seen pictures of the Garden of the Gods?
Yes.
Yeah, it's similar to that. There's just a lot of big rock formations, but it's all smushed into itself. So it's yes. To answer your question.
I lean up against it, and my tail wraps around my leg, and I sort of fall asleep or rest sitting up on watch.
Mm-hmm.
You are falling
away
asleep
from you.
while on watch.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you're like,
I know that well.
you're a nurse. You've worked night shift once or twice.
I'm awake.
Once, twice. Yeah, it's the best while driving.
And that's how you
You're
get an
right.
express ticket to see your nurse friends again.
As long as you make it to the exit that it's not the same hospital, it is fine.
Again with the
okay.
darkness.
Darkness
We all do
is
it.
Something in
The
there.
darkness.
We all think about it. Nobody wants their clothes cut off with their coworkers.
I like to
Oh,
think
I don't
that
Imagine
know my
living your life this way.
coworkers.
I like
This
to
is-
You
think
don't
that
know.
Leah is like an Avril Lavigne like character. Like this is the reaction that we're actually having to Leah is that we're just freaked out by the dark things she says sometimes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Why's she inspecting the rotten flesh?
Yeah.
I'm.
Why did she take so much joy out of that?
She has friends who
Bone
like
I know somebody that likes necrotic things. It's fine.
She's creeping me out.
Creeping it out, yeah.
She
Definitely
knows somebody who
far
likes
away from-
necrotic things. She a necro? She necrophiliac?
Necromancer.
No, I don't like.
I'm really glad I burnt those corpses. I'm not talking to you, by the way. I'm like whispering to Akamenos over by the wall.
who's just asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's winking it out of sleep, and I'm like, she a necrophiliac?
And I'm like, oh, necrophilia, one of my favorite dishes.
Bashir just like whips his head around and is like, oh, okay. Goes over to Pell. Pell. I think we got a problem. Everyone around here is a necrophiliac.
I don't know what to say about that. I'm just trying to sleep and forget about the day that I've had, the adventure that my life has become ever since I met all of you. I was just banging some poor mayor's daughter for a while. I think that was like 2 days ago. Now I'm here sleeping with a necrophiliac.
Bashir just starts pacing back and forth and like muttering in Draconic, and he's just like muttering about necrophiliacs and like what the fuck is going on, and
He's like,
he does that for the
"Mom,
next 6
Sounds
hours. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sound asleep. Just hugging my book, hanging out.
And guys, nothing happens. The sun travels through the day, going into the beautiful long afternoon twilights that Greenest is famous for over the rolling hills. And then after what feels like forever, the sun finally sets. But there's still the beautiful purples and reds that are coursing through the sky and the clouds. You hear the night doves sing their melodious song.
Wow, nailed it, man. They're beautiful songs.
Pouncing after some Warren burrowers, and those of you that slept, which should have been all of you, awaken feeling refreshed and ready for the evening.
Eat.
All right.
Wonderful.
Should we call it here?
I was thinking about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either we call it here, or we do like 15 more minutes to like get you to the camp. Let's call it here.
Call it here? Okay. I'm
Yeah,
really
there's no
tired.
guarantee
So
we'll get there in 15 minutes.
yeah, we could like
I don't
we could
know.
have a whole 15-minute conversation about necrophilia for all you know. So.
There's been one interesting.
I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
Yeah, it
I
was a
look
lot of
forward
fun.
to watching the video. Yeah.
Yeah, my
can't
favorite
wait.
part was when Duffy's dog pooped out his carpet.
Definitely a highlight of the evening.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing Banjo do that. Yeah. You
We
know.
peaked early in the night on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't beat that. You just don't.
Can't plan for it, can't prep it.
I just like the text that I get from Alec, and I just have to call Kayla and be like, "Go in there now."
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, your dog's shitting on the floor.
So funny.
Oh man. Cool.
All right. Thanks, Brennan.
Yeah, my
thanks a lot.
pleasure.
fun.
Thanks for being a part of it, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I tried to give you guys some cool items for diving into this completely avoidable encounter as a reward
Say it
for
louder
not
for the people in
dying.
the back.
What was that, Pierce?
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Oh.
We can
Don't
be
worry.
a-
All actions have consequences. That's all you need to know.
Oh,
It's like
great.
a dominoes thing.
Mhm. Great.
At least we killed him.
Yeah,
And on
you
that
know.
note, wow, I am not going to kill you all tonight. So woo!
Woo!
Yay!
But next time.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
All right.
Night.
See ya.
Nighty night.
Yes.